Hello. Hello, everybody. How's it going? And what a fine Sunday it is. Very warm. Actually, what's the temp today? The UK's on for 30 degrees tomorrow. Yeah, it's 27 today. Looks like it's going to peak at about 29. 29. Tomorrow it's going to be 33. Holy shitteroo. So that's that. Wait for people to come in for a bit and we'll get started. Saremo io e te per sempre in una senza viva che senza te ne per non so vivere. Saremo io e te per sempre, sì. I don't know why the light is so saturated on my camera. I guess it's the light coming in. The natural light, because I don't have my ring light on and turning it off. I tried having it on and it didn't adjust the light any, so I turned it off just to save a bit of old electricity. Welcome in, ZZ. Good to see you. Hope you're well. How's Sunday treating you? We've got a few videos lined up today. So I'm looking forward to watching them with you. Hello, Dave. Welcome in, Dan. Good to see you. How you doing, mate? Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Oh, how's your Sunday been, Dan? Did you go to the gym today, or is Sunday your rest day? I've got my fan on as well. You shouldn't be able to hear it. I think it's fine. Yeah, the mic is not picking it up. Oh, you were at the gym? What'd you get done today then? I don't know about you, but Sunday is quite a good day to go to the gym because it's pretty quiet, especially like early morning. I used to go to the gym on a Sunday morning as soon as it opened, and there was only like three of us there. It was lovely. You could just do what you want. Nobody to, you don't have to wait on the machines or anything. You're home away from home. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. I love it. And it's nice when you go at the same time every week. Because then you see the same people and you're like, oh, hello, I saw you last week. Yeah, you look all right, don't you? You're looking really good, yeah. Chest work, barbell, chest press, a few other things. Very nice, very nice. I'm back on it tomorrow. The weekend is my rest weekend, obviously. Um, I've got my I've got my next workout ready, I think. Yes, I've got incline. bench, single arm, cable row, lat pull down, tricep push down, lat raise, wrist curl. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, shall we get started? All right, so this is Kiana Docherty. It's called I'm Fat, but I only eat small meals. Secret Eaters. Weekdays at 1 p.m. are usually the best I find before school kids rush the place, and while most people are working, it's pretty quiet. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely the best time. Like 1, 2 p.m. I would say. Yeah, so this is going to be a video about Secret Eaters. I like Kiana Docherty. She's very informative. She's a great YouTuber. Definitely subscribe to her. So yeah, we'll see what she has to say today.
Eat less than I should.
Uh-oh.
Many people all around the world believe they are gaining weight due to eating less than they should. But the British TV show Secret Eaters proves time and time again that this is not true.
That is really true. Like a lot of people are just like, yeah, I only have a salad for dinner, and then the salad they have is like 2,000 calories because they put a shitload of mayonnaise on it or something.
I don't think I eat the amount that my body is showing.
Is that a big bag of crisps there that she's got in a buggy?
It's a myth. If you're gaining weight, you're eating too much. And today we meet a young Scottish couple who will put this to the test. Emma and Alan, quote, couldn't possibly eat healthier.
So I don't know how much healthier I can get, really.
Yet are gaining weight at
That nervous chuckle was like, I probably could be eating healthier.
an alarming rate.
15 stone 12.
Oh dear.
So what's the truth? Where are they really going wrong? Are they really eating less than they should? Or is it something else entirely? Guys, I haven't made a Secret Eaters video in so long. This is such a good show when it comes to mindless eating, overeating, and dealing with our modern food environment. It's honestly more relevant today than when it was released 10 years ago. Guess we'll just wait for him to get comfortable.
Let the doggo sit. Come on.
But yeah, the reality between what people think they eat and what they actually eat is oftentimes very extreme.
I don't understand why I'm this big, because I don't eat that.
That's why I think it's really good to make sure that, like, if you're on a calorie deficit, or if you're trying to lose weight, you should definitely log everything that you eat. You don't necessarily have to be extremely meticulous about it. You don't have to put like 102 grams of onion and things like that. You can just be like onion, carrot, chicken, potatoes, that kind of stuff. Just as long as you get into the habit of logging the food that you eat. Especially if you're preparing to lose weight as well, you can actually see the amount of food that you're eating, and it's actually more, it's usually more than what you think you're eating. You probably think you're eating like very daintily, but no. You're eating like Foodie Beauty on a mukbang video.
That much. On
Exactly,
Saturday
Dan, yeah.
alone, you ate, I can't believe this, nearly 7,000 calories. Just on
Sheesh.
Saturday day.
7,000 calories in one day. Holy moly. That's like binge territory for me, 7,000 calories.
Today's couple is a great example of how everything can slowly sneak up on you until it's too big to ignore.
So has
Yeah.
Scotland really become Scotland?
And this is a common problem, not just with weight, but with our health in general. Which brings me to today's sponsor, ZocDoc. When it comes to our health, it's really easy to look the other way. That weird symptom we've been noticing for months, we tell ourselves
It is as healthy as it can be.
As the show begins, we get to know the couple, Emma and Alan, a very young couple whose weight is already starting to mess with their love life.
I would say that our weight gain has had an effect on our relationship because we're both so self-conscious about it.
They weren't overweight growing
That's just code for he can't get it past the cheeks.
up. They weren't overweight even a few years ago. All of this started for them when they had a baby together, triggering both of them to gain a substantial amount of weight in a short period of time.
In the last 4 years, I've put on roughly 6 stone.
6 stone is 84 pounds or 38 kg. And according to the show, Emma had a baby and was, in her words, eating for 2.
I kind of felt that because I was pregnant, I could eat for 2.
Gained some baby weight.
Yeah, They do say that you don't have to eat for two when it comes to like pregnant women. You can just have what you normally have plus a little bit more. You don't have to actually go like overboard with the whole thing.
Then kept eating for two for a little while.
But then after pregnancy, it just kind of stayed the same. Even if I ate healthy, I wouldn't lose the weight, it just kept going up.
But when she stopped, she found that she continued to gain weight.
15 stone 12.
Oh dear.
She probably continued to eat for two after the baby was born due to like stress and stuff and convenience and things like that. You know, when you have a child, I mean, I've never had a child, so but it's from what I've seen anecdotally, you tend to you know, strive for like trying to make it as easy as possible for yourself while trying to look after a tiny human, you know. So you do opt for convenience.
Plus, even when she tried to lose weight, not only did nothing seem to be working, but she continued still to gain weight.
I've tried absolutely everything possibly imaginable to lose weight, and I can't find a way to solve it. It's like a Rubik's Cube. You can solve one side, but the rest just don't fall into place.
And then her man, Alan, he gained weight too. And he's having the exact same issue. His old tricks to lose weight are not working, and neither of them know where to go from here.
16 stone 4.
Wow.
Are you
He's only 6 pounds heavier than her.
okay?
Yeah. Just now know how much I've got to lose.
Hearing this, I randomly wondered, how common is it for a man to gain weight when his partner is pregnant? I was curious, I looked it up. Turns out it is very common. Dads, how much sympathy weight did you gain while your wife or girlfriend was pregnant? My girlfriend is constantly telling me it looks like I'm carrying another baby now too. We are at 7 weeks and I've gained like 15. Those late night Krispy Kreme runs.
I mean, you know, when you're the dad waiting for the baby to be born, that is stressful in its own way too, isn't it? Obviously, it's a completely different set of stress levels when you're the woman carrying the baby. But obviously, the man, you know, has those stereotypes that he needs to provide for the wife and child and things like that. And I guess it does get a bit too much, you know?
Runs are beating me down. 37 weeks tomorrow. I've gained 30 pounds. Mother-in-law mentions the weight gain every time she sees me. Such a lovely lady. So yeah, sympathy weight gain, very real thing. Actually, I found out it's just the start. This baffling syndrome makes fathers feel pregnant. Men can experience nausea, vomiting, food cravings, real experienced pregnancy systems, and apparently it affects up to 52% of all expecting dads. I honestly don't.
Do you think that's like, you know how when you have a group of women that live together, their periods all cycle into like the same kind of, into the same time period? Do you think that it's like when a mum and a dad are together and the partner's having the baby, do you think the dad is affected by the hormones that are around or something like that? I mean, you know, it's all like, I'm not very sciencey, but it does seem like that. My best friend has 6 children. It was very stressful on both of them eating-wise each and every time. Yeah, I can imagine.
Don't know how I've gone my entire
Sinking,
life
yeah.
without hearing this. But obviously when it comes to weight gain, men aren't gaining weight in this situation because their body thinks it's pregnant. It's really because, like the one commenter said, those late night Krispy Kreme runs start to beat you down. If one person in a relationship's eating habits change, then the other person's eating habits are likely to change too.
Yeah.
And it's not a medical mystery, it's an environment thing. And the bigger potential issue here, and potentially the issue for Emma and Alan, is that once you've started eating more, or you've had some sort of major shift in your habits like you do during pregnancy, for some people, their behavior will not go back to their pre-pregnancy behavior.
Exactly. It's like when you become morbidly obese, you know, you don't start off eating 8,000-9,000 calories a day. You start off by having a small extra snack here and there. You make your portions for your dinner bigger. You have more and more snacks, then the portions get bigger, and then before you know it, you can't really turn back because you're so used to the amount of calories that you're ingesting.
You may continue to eat more ongoing now, meaning that these two might not think that they're doing anything differently from before, but their habits have shifted in such a way so as to have them eating much more than they think. But anyway, back to Alan. To him, it's really important he loses this baby weight ASAP because he is a bouncer at a club.
I'll be always trying to keep up with the other doormen. I don't want to be the one kind of huffing and puffing behind them.
So you want to be
I mean, you have to be kind of fit to be a bouncer, but some of the bouncers I've seen, they ain't fit at all. Yeah, it was all gradual, definitely. I agree with that.
fit,
Happened to
you
me.
want to be trim,
Yeah.
you want to be professional.
Yeah, because my job kind of depends on it.
But yeah, the problem is the couple have no idea where to start with their problem because, in Emma's words, they've been quote unquote eating as healthy as possible. Actually, Emma specifically says,
I've got plenty of veg, plenty of meat, plenty of fruit. So I don't know how much healthier I can get, really.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Welcome in, Fresh. Good to see you. No worries. Have yourself a good Sunday. Enjoy the weather. So when she's saying that, we have a lot of fruit, we have a lot of veg, we have a lot of meat. We love the meat. Yeah, there's definitely something extracurricular going on with their food habits.
the show's producers, when they get them to say stuff like that, they gotta be like, but yeah, can't get healthier, huh? Let's look.
In order for us to be able to help you, I need you to eat normally. Will you promise me?
Promise.
The private investigators take their places, the cameras are set up, and it's time to figure out what the heck is going on with the weight gain of this young couple. In this case, the show asks Emma and Alan to agree to live together so it's easier to monitor their every meal.
Alan doesn't normally live with Emma, but he's moved in for the surveillance period.
Now, if you're like me, you're probably like,
Oh, they're trialing something new in the relationship as well. Trialing living together. Oh, that'd be interesting.
wait, but they just had a baby. They're clearly in love. They have multiple cats, but they don't live together. We don't know why. The show doesn't tell us. It's a medical mystery, just like Emma's weight.
I think I eat less than I should. I maybe eat 2 meals a day. It's small portions that I have. It's like a Rubik's Cube. You can solve one side, but the rest just don't fall into place.
Yes, according to Emma, she is not eating enough each day. She's a busy mom who only gets
She's got a slow metabolism. She can only have 1,000 calories a day. Chinny chin chin.
a chance to eat twice. And when she does eat, according to her, her portions are small.
You said to me that you're having maybe 2 meals a day?
Roughly.
And when the show first catches her eating on camera, we actually find that she's kind of telling the truth. Emma goes out to lunch with her friends and does in fact eat 2 meals at once.
So we've got chicken fajita salad, and here we got nachos.
Welcome in, Debbie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Loads of cheese, sour cream. This doesn't look good.
Yes, Emma orders a chicken fajita salad at 593 calories and a plate of nachos at 893 calories. Now, you might say that those nachos weren't a meal, they were an appetizer, but calorically, they were definitely a meal. They were more calories than her actual entree. And it seems that they weren't a shared plate, but something that she just ordered in addition to her meal instead, resulting in a whopping 1,486 calories in one sitting. That's the thing, when you're
So I guess she probably perceives that as one instance of eating. Welcome in, Hot Latte. Hope you're doing well. Lovely to see you. It's a bit of a slow start for people coming in, but you know, it happens. Welcome in, Pulpy. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well.
going out to restaurants, the calories just add up so fast. They don't, they don't skimp on the oil.
Did you manage to stave off being ill as well? Because I know you said in Discord that the kids were all blip blip blip, coffee and sputtery and all that. Welcome in, Hells. Good to see you. Hope you're well. And Ray, good to see you too. Hope you're doing well, both of you.
Oil, the cheese, and all that kind of stuff just starts to add up really, really quickly. The fact that her salad was only around 600 calories is actually so good because everyone has had the experience of going to a restaurant, deciding to order the salad to be healthy, to get something a little bit lighter, and then it turns out it's 1,200 calories. Yeah.
That's one of the dangers with salads. Like, the word salad instantly springs like health, greenery, vegetable into your mind. But if you go to a restaurant and order a salad, you're potentially opening yourself up to a massive calorie bomb, you know? Oh, right. Oh, I see. That's why it's been slow today, because Pulpy Syntax just finished. That's fair.
Yeah, with this restaurant meal, Emma is now at almost a full
Just
day's
allergies,
worth
bless
of
you.
calories for a sedentary short woman in just 1/2 meals. But hey, maybe this isn't a regular occurrence for her. I doubt she gets out that often as a new mom, so maybe this is just a rare treat. And it's true that the next time we see her, she is cooking a home-cooked meal for her and her man. We can see here she's making fajitas, she's loading them with chicken breast, peppers, mushrooms, and onions. They both claim to eat a lot of fruit and veg, so it's good to see that she's actually doing that. Because as we know, on Secret Eaters, that doesn't.
Rosie's famous grape salad haunts my dream. It's disgusting. It just looks disgusting to me. I know, like, all the ingredients separately may be all right, but I just can't. Because I know Rosie's DNA's in it. It just makes it.
Doesn't always happen.
Fruit, oranges, apples, bananas, eat all that. Cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. All the stuff, all the proper stuff that you need. I absolutely love fruit and veg.
I'm pretty sure every Secret Eaters ever has claimed to consume a lot of fruit and veg, to love fruit and veg, and then how many times do we see that they don't
Welcome
even
in,
eat
love.
like
Good to
one
see you.
piece of anything during the day? So
How's
yeah,
the
Emma's
weeding?
eating vegetables. She's got chicken breast. We got a pretty high protein plus vegetable based meal. However, in this case,
She proper crammed that in. Look at that.
they don't even eat like one piece of anything during the day. So yeah, Emma's eating vegetables. She's got chicken breast. We got a pretty high protein plus vegetable based meal. However, in this
Bruv, you're gonna eat your hand off.
case, it turns out that the problem is not what the meal actually is. The problem is the portion sizes. Because Emma has her first fajita, then her second fajita, and then her third fajita, and then she ends on 4 fajitas. So we have chicken, vegetables, a little cheese, and the sauce, plus tortillas. And the show says that this comes to 368 calories per fajita, resulting.
This is the new one from 3 days ago, Ray Ray. Didn't get sliced up by a bramble. Very nice, love. So this lady claims to have 2 meals a day, and she has one. She's had one meal, and it's 1,400 calories. And she's now had her second meal, and that's also 1,400 calories. So if she's like maintenance of like 2,000 calories, then she's already over 800 calories for the day.
Almost 1,400
You want
calories.
fajitas?
for
Fajitas
this
are very
meal.
nice.
Also, I tried to calculate it myself, and I didn't think that my calculations were quite
That's all
as
right,
high
Ray. No
as the
worries.
show. But I have to say that as someone with a large appetite, okay, I could easily eat those 4 fajitas, okay? Easily. However, I have learned
Yes, I could eat 4 fajitas very easily. Definitely.
over time, the key to this is to reduce something like the tortillas to, say, 2 tortillas. Add more filling because, as far as we know, it's just chicken and vegetables. And then you have a meal that is equally as filling for way, way less calories than the 1,400 the show
Lovely
says she
latte.
consumed. You're going to get equally full on way less calories. But yeah, as we've seen, maybe Emma was eating 2 meals a day, but with meals like that, it really doesn't matter. Her portion sizes were completely out of control. Despite
So she was actually telling the truth. She was only eating 2 meals a day, but those 2 meals were like huge. They were like massive. They were like, woo. Yeah, fajitas are delightful. I love going to a Mexican restaurant and they have the hot plate with the sizzling chicken and the peppers and the onions. And you got your tortillas on the side. Fabulous, darling.
her explicitly saying this.
The small portions that I have, I eat less than I should. It's like a Rubik's Cube.
I don't know how the show
That's
gets
true,
them.
because she was like, yeah, I eat small portions actually. Like really tiny portions, really actually like tiny, tiny portions. But in actual fact, she's got rosy-sized portions.
To say the worst things every single time. Now, portion sizes are an interesting thing. If you are obese or you're struggling with your weight, this is probably one of the first hurdles you're going to have to overcome. And the thing is, the first thing you realize when you try to change is that maybe you were raised in a home where huge portion sizes were served up. Or maybe you just learned to take huge portions because you were athletic when you were really young. Or maybe you just learned about portion sizes from restaurants. Restaurants in North America serve enormous portion sizes, and they've just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger for the last 30 years. This is actually a huge problem, and it's called portion distortion. Basically, since the 1970s or maybe earlier, restaurant and fast food portion sizes have been going way up, tilting our view of what is an appropriate portion size.
Do you remember when they had supersized portions of fries at McDonald's? And then they brought out, then obviously that video, movie, Super Size Me, came out, and then they stopped their supersize. But I think that in the UK, our large is probably like a US medium, something like that. If I remember correctly. Our portions are a lot smaller compared to the US.
For example, check this out. This is a McDonald's fry from when they opened in the 1950s. It's 2.4 ounces, and it was the only size you could buy. But today, this is now smaller than the small at 2.6 ounces. The standard medium fry is now 3.4 ounces. And of course, many people upgrade to a large for 5.9 ounces. More than double the original fry. People haven't changed, hunger hasn't changed, portion sizes have. This is portion distortion, the creep of portion sizes over time. And researchers say it's actually one of the biggest things driving the obesity epidemic. Yet most of us have no idea it even happened. And it doesn't just affect fast food orders, it affects how everyone eats overall.
When we met, you said to me, I'd say that my diet is as healthy as it can be. Still standing by that?
Judging by the tables and everything here, I don't think so.
Should we have a look at your
Let's have a look at her worst day.
worst day?
Day 2 for Emma starts with just an apple at first, but then immediately Emma buses over.
Oh, Miss Connie, thank you for the $4 super sticker. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you.
To the mall and gets McDonald's. Actually, according to the audio, she specifically orders a chili chicken sandwich, which, remember this sandwich, okay, because we're gonna come back to it. Then for dinner, she goes home and orders more fast food. This time it's a
Cream eggs are very small, Pulpy. You are right there. I remember them being bigger.
chicken tikka wrap, plus a pregame of a Diet Coke and vodka before she goes out for a night of drinking. She has some drinks while she's out, but nothing crazy. But then she gets home and she has another meal, a late night drunk meal of an entire container of leftover fried rice, bringing Emma's grand total to 3 fast food / takeaway meals for the day and 3,100 calories. I mean, with 3 takeout.
I'm looking at that number and I'm like, yeah, that's still a deficit for me. I'm like, yeah, that's fine by me. I'll have that. Probably her biggest mistake was just having an apple to start the day. I know it's very difficult for a lot of people to have a substantial meal at breakfast time, but the adage of breakfast like a king is definitely something that holds water. Because if you have a good breakfast, you tend to be set for the whole day. And I've noticed that on the days that I don't binge, I have a good breakfast. And on the days that I do, I skip breakfast or I have something that's not enough to last me for a few hours.
Meals, she's honestly lucky that it didn't come out to more. But it really does make you wonder why Emma said this.
So I don't know how much healthier I can get, really.
Very odd thing to say, right? Given that we've seen her consume.
I don't know how much healthier I can get. you know that is definitely the nervous laugh where they're hiding something for sure.
Really nothing but takeout most of the time. Yes, she had that one home-cooked meal of the fajitas, but to say, I don't know how much healthier I can get. I mean, that is a bold claim. But then I looked a little bit closer, and guess what? I feel like if you zoom in on that chicken tikka wrap, I think that was a whole wheat wrap. It's hard to tell, but if you zoom in, I feel like it might be. Plus,
I don't know, I think that's probably just a white tortilla. I don't know.
Remember her order with her friends?
So we've got chicken fajita salad.
She ordered what she described as a healthy salad.
Do you think you picked the healthy option there?
I did actually go for the healthy option. The nachos, maybe not so much, but the salad was meant to be a healthy salad. It even said in the menu, healthy salad.
Okay. Yeah, okay, she got nachos too, but she did try to make a healthy choice there. And remember that McDonald's chili chicken sandwich? Well, I'd never heard of that before, so I looked it up. And I think it might be this. Here it is. It's a discontinued McDonald's UK item launched as part of a healthier McDonald's deli menu back in 2011. Now, were the items on this deli menu actually healthier? As far as I can tell, not really. The one Emma ordered certainly had a thicker layer of green stuff on it and the addition of cucumbers.
You can eat that much takeout. Yeah, it can be hard to stomach. Like, if I have too many takeout meals in a row, my body will be like, please give me vegetables, like actual vegetables, you know? And then I'll have like some broccoli, cauliflower, carrots and that. And my body will be like, oh, that feels so good. My body just calls out for the vegetables now, which is lovely. I need a routine. Monday to Friday, I'm typically fine because everything's regimented, but the weekends are where I go off track because there's no set routine or schedule. Yeah, I understand that. It would be a good idea to maybe have kind of a schedule that's a little bit looser at the weekends. So what you want to do is like wake up, watch my stream while you have breakfast, and then like, you know, maybe do some things in the garden or um have like a scenic walk at the weekend, you know, things like that, just to make sure you still have a bit of a routine, a bit of a schedule at the weekend, but you don't want it to be like too restrictive like it would be during the week.
Which is good, but in essence, it's a McChicken, right? It's still a deep fried chicken sandwich with 490 calories, which is just 10 calories less than a regular McChicken. But do we see what happened here? Emma was actually trying to make healthier choices. She probably actually thought she was being healthy. Sure, she went to McDonald's, but
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, restaurants like McDonald's, they try to offer what people think are healthy choices, but in actual fact, you're probably better off getting their normal menu because there's probably just as many calories or slightly less. Like this difference here is like 10 calories, right? And let's face it, you know, why do you want to go to McDonald's for a salad? It's silly. It's just pure silliness, in my opinion. Oh, that's very sweet, Ray Ray. I do appreciate that. It's lovely that I'm part of people's routine. That's why I like to keep to my regular Saturday and Sunday slots because I know people expect it, and I try my best to actually turn up on time.
she chose the option from the healthier menu. She ordered the whole wheat wrap, she got the salad and the nachos, and she put raisins on her curry.
I mean, I add raisins to curry, you know, I'm not exactly holding back.
I don't know.
I mean, adding raisins to curry, that doesn't make it healthier. In fact, that's like adding extra sugar, really, isn't it? Because it's more concentrated little pellets of sugar, really.
I don't know where she was going with it. Raisins, are they healthy? Sure. Are they making you healthier? Debatable. Are they making your food lower in calories or less likely to make you gain weight? Definitely not. But this was the pattern for Emma. She thought she was making healthier choices. She was technically making slightly healthier choices, but she just didn't quite have the food knowledge or maybe the health knowledge to make the choices that were actually going to positively impact her health and her weight. When you're
I think knowing the nutritional value of things is definitely extremely helpful. Because there's a lot of ignorance when it comes to knowing what nutrition is, what calories are, what's healthy, what's not healthy. And I think part of that is because there's so much conflicting information on social media that it's very difficult for people to just go to the government website or go to the NHS website and actually look at specific things to do with nutrition. I think they just go by evidence they've heard that, okay, I'll have an apple that's healthy and that's true, but then people will have like, I don't know, a candied apple and think, well, it's still an apple, even though it's covered in sugar, but it's covered in sugar and it's more calories. Some people have that kind of mindset that if something's like candied apple, they're like, well, it's still an apple, so I'll have that and it's still fine.
accidentally eating 3,100 calories, any sort of healthy swap is not really going to be that healthy at all. The healthier choices she was making weren't that much healthier at all. And importantly, they were not helpful at all for weight loss. So I feel like in her case, this show could actually be extremely helpful for her because she was actually trying, she was just not doing the right things. But what about Emma's boyfriend, Alan? Alan is also convinced he's eating extremely healthy, being that for the most part, they cook their meals at home and include a lot of fruit and veg. Now, apparently, even though they don't live together, they eat dinner together almost every single night, so we know what he's eating on that front, roughly. But Alan's at work during the day, so he's not joining his girlfriend to go out for lunch. He's not joining his girlfriend to go to McDonald's. So why then is Alan gaining weight? Interestingly, the show doesn't catch Alan sneaking snacks at work. He's not eating as much takeout as Emma, his portions are not out of control. So what actually could the issue be?
Once a week we do treat ourselves to a takeaway, but I don't see how the once a week treat can affect my weight.
It's definitely a good question. Can a once a week takeout affect your weight? Can it?
Well, I guess it could. So if we're talking about 2,500 calories a day, right? So 2,500 times 7 is about 17,000 calories a day. Quick maths. I was trying to buy for time there. So if he has his normal 2,500 calories a day, 6 times a week, and then on the Friday he goes absolutely mental and has like 12,000 calories on the Friday, then he's still going to gain weight because of the weekly calorie intake will shoot right up.
Affect Alan's weight? Well, for his once a week treat, he decides on what he calls a hoagie. Now, when I heard the word hoagie, I am thinking in my head, I'm thinking a sub. And I Googled hoagie and I got submarine sandwich right up on the side. But apparently that is not even close to what a hoagie is in Scotland. Instead, Alan got a hoagie and this is what he got instead.
They ordered kebab meat hoagie, which contains cheese, chips, and lamb doner.
Oh, we gotta play that back. What even is that? It's a tortilla, it's tons of fries, cheese, and then doner meat. Donna. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it.
Oh my goodness, that sounds absolutely disgusting. And they're not fries, they're proper chips as well. And lamb doner is like I've had lamb doner before. I'm not a big fan of lamb anymore, but I used to have lamb doner and chips from the chip shop years and years ago. And as the meal was cooling down, the layer of fat on the lamb doner was accumulating as the meal cooled down, and it was so fucking disgusting. But I still ate it, and that's part of the reason why I ballooned to such a big weight. Welcome in, Wendy. Good to see you. Hope you're well. That's a gustatory abomination. It's certainly a thing. In Australia, we adopted a star rating on food for health, 5 stars being healthiest. It's still flawed, some way considering it labels white bread. White bread is 4-star. Oh, okay. Those are chips, them proper chips, yeah. If that wasn't lamb, I'd fuck that up. Yeah, like if it was chicken doner, I'd be all over that, actually.
Doner meat in a pizza box. Then I guess you roll it up and eat it like a wrap. That thing has got to be very, very high in calories. But it's really hard to guess how many because of that doner meat. I mean, look at it. It is absolutely glistening. I thought it was deep fried at first, but then I looked it up and it's cooked on a spit. Now, if you've never heard of doner, I don't know how to pronounce it, okay? It's not common where I'm from. Doner. I thought I was pronouncing it properly last time in a video I made about this, and then apparently I was not. Every British person in the comments was
Germans make fun of British people saying Donner because I believe Donner in German means thunder and lightning, or thunder or lightning. I can't remember. So they obviously pronounce it Döner. But we're like, Donner. No, it's Donner. Donner kebab. No, it's Döner. No, Donner.
Was like, no, you're pronouncing it completely wrong. This is wrong. So I don't know if I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. But yeah, the doner kebab is very common on secret eaters and I guess in the UK in general. Too. And from what I read, it should be mostly made of...
That's definitely, yeah, you're right, Wendy. That is definitely a drunk meal right there. Cheese, greasy chips, greasy lamb. whole massive tortilla blanket, perfect for the end of the night when you've had 6 or 7 vodka and cokes, or if you're a dainty girl, a cosmopolitan. That would be a wonderful thing to end the night.
Of lamb trimmings. So the fattiest leftover cuts of lamb that are ground up and blended together to make something that can sit and roast on a spit. But what exactly do the calories look like on something like that? Well, when it was all said and done, secret eaters claimed that the entire wrap was this much.
With a wrap at around 170 calories. Chips at 500 calories. Doner meat kebab, 570 calories. The melted cheese, 1,500 calories.
In other words, this hoagie also contained almost an entire day's worth of calories in one meal. Very
Do you know what? I don't think that's that bad.
common theme today. And remember, Alan specifically said,
But I don't see how the once a week treat can affect my weight.
and in reality, it really depends. Now, if all your other meals are perfectly on track or they're within your maintenance calories and you have one meal that's this size, I mean, technically you would gain a little bit of weight. If you were eating exactly at maintenance and then you just ate this, you would gain a little bit of weight. A minuscule amount, but you would gain a bit of weight. But it really kind of depends on the rest of your week. If you're already overeating, that 1,500 calories is a substantial chunk. If you're
Yeah, I think that, you know, if you're on a calorie deficit and you have a cheat meal, quote unquote cheat meal, you'd be fine with that because it's only once a week. Could be worse. Large pizzas are like 2,000 plus. Yeah. I mean, some large pizzas, if you've got like a stack of pepperoni on a pizza, you're looking upwards of 3,500 calories for a large pepperoni pizza. And which is it's kind of dependent on the base that you choose. So if you've got a deep pan pepperoni large, you're probably looking at least 3,500, I would say.
you're eating at maintenance, then it's not as bad, but it's still a little bit of weight gain. If you're eating a little bit less than you need and you kind of have a plan for this treat, then it's a lot better. It's really all about your average intake over time, your average intake minus your average energy expenditure, so how much movement you do over time. It's not about any one particular thing. But if it's a pattern, then it's something you need to pay more attention to. Treats, favorite fast food meals, for a lot of people, they can actually help them stay on track, right? But even within that, you can probably make a few small choices that would maybe reduce that 1,500.
No fries? Are you mad, woman? How can you not have any fries in that? No, 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 no. Eat only half. All right, Kiana. I know we've got some outlandish theories out there in the world, but how are you expecting me to eat half of a takeaway meal? I've paid for that. I'm going to eat it all. All right, darling. All right.
Calorie load to 900. And if you were trying to lose weight, 1,500 calories is definitely enough to drastically slow down your weight loss. I mean, that's basically half of your weekly deficit right there. The first step is definitely going to be actually being mindful of what the calories on this look like or how they might impact the rest of your week. But guess what? As the show keeps watching Alan, it turns out that the Doner was a once a week treat for him. He wasn't lying, and nothing else in his diet was particularly unreasonable. This guy truly was just having his once a week treat takeaway, and that was it. So how the heck is this guy actually gaining so much weight?
When we met and I came to your house, you made the secret eater's pledge. I need you to eat normally. Will you promise me?
Oh, I think Alan might have been holding back then. Do you think that's what happened? He must have been holding back. It's like, it's just a once in a week treat for me. I don't have any deep fried Mars bars or anything like that. Yeah, all right, mate. Alan's been welching on us.
Promise.
I need you to help me solve a mystery of my own.
Well, the only clue the show finds is that the guy is literally addicted to soda. They caught him straight chugging soda with every single meal, like a huge bottle. So mystery solved, right? I mean, if you're chugging a huge liter pop with your meal, it's pretty obvious where your weight gain's coming from. Except he was drinking diet soda. Now, diet soda is flavored with artificial sweeteners, usually aspartame, so that your tongue registers that sweet taste like normal sugar, but it doesn't actually contain much energy at all. So even if you literally chug diet soda like this guy, it's really not going to make you gain weight. Now, there have been some studies that say that diet soda can actually make you overeat. It can trigger cravings because of that sweet taste. However, that is not what was happening here. Instead, the show actually discovers that he was going to extreme lengths to hide the fact that he was usually drinking full
cheeky bastard. He got fucking busted.
Sugar soda. So for the cameras, he was pretending that he drank diet soda, but in reality,
good to see you. Hope you're well.
Regular soda. The show figures it out when they film Alan taking a journey specifically to the store to buy a 4-pack of 2-liter full sugar sodas, right?
He's bought a quad pack of colas. Interesting to see what Anna has to say about that.
But then the very moment he comes inside and gets home with the bottles, he goes right back out again to buy diet soda.
The only thing he's bought this time is another quad pack. This time it's Diet Coke.
So I'm guessing he...
So what he done? I mean, that's a waste of petrol. That's attributing to his carbon footprint for one. But why are you going out buying the normal Coke and then you're coming home, putting the normal Coke away, and then you're going out to buy the Diet Coke? Is he feeling all right?
Forgot he was being filmed, goes to the store, gets a soda, gets back, sees the extremely obvious camera sitting there staring at him, and then he's like, oh shit, goes back out to get the diet soda to drink on camera. But the show keeps catching him every single time he leaves the house, switching back to full sugar soda. I do not get the point of this. Why even go on the show? Like, you came on the show intentionally. Why would you hide the soda thing? To me, it just makes no sense. If you're trying to figure out why you're gaining weight, why would you hide from them that you're drinking all this soda? Just don't get it. It's so confusing actually that it even prompts the host Anna to make this face.
Well, I would go for the full sugar.
Yes, you cheeky little beggar, you would, because you walked into the set with one.
Which
That's a screenshot and a half. I was eating decently but drank so much I gained so much weight it didn't do my teeth good. Yeah, exactly. You really got to be careful with full fat sodies. You definitely got to be careful with them.
I have never once seen her make before. And the show claims that in just one day, they caught him chugging 39 calories of diet soda. But if he had been truthful and consumed his regular full sugar soda, he would have consumed over 1,000 calories per day in soda.
Over 1,550 calories just in drink.
Which, by the way...
So he was getting fat because he was drinking his calories. Like... If he was like looking after his calories, he was drinking 1,550 calories worth of soda, and he'd only have 950 calories left for actual like solid food. He was proper chugging that sugar down, the cheeky bastard. Don't clip that.
It means
Don't
he was
clip me
actually
doing
drinking 8 cans of soda per day.
Holy
Honestly,
shit.
might be one of the worst habits I've ever seen on Secret Eaters. If you've seen this video of mine that I call Diabetes in a Cup, in that video I researched liquid sugar
Happens to a lot of
thoroughly
people,
for the
Sprinkles.
first time, and I was truly astounded by what I found. I could not believe how unhealthy liquid sugar specifically was. It truly shocked me. For some reason, liquid sugar is just so much worse for you than regular sugar. It is uniquely unhealthy. It's crazy. And obviously Alan knows it, or he wouldn't be going to such extreme lengths to hide his soda addiction. And when asked about this habit, he claims that he chooses full sugar because he wants the energy from the soda.
Why do you go for the full sugar pop?
I want the energy from it to last.
Which is crazy because something like
Oh,
that
drinking
is
your
going to
calories,
affect your blood
mad.
sugar so quickly that you will in fact feel energized very briefly, but then it will be followed by a major crash a short while later. So perhaps he's chugging these sodas to keep himself topped up, which is maybe why he's chugging so much soda in the first place. He has to like keep himself topped up with the energy to avoid the crash. But yeah, in the end, Emma and Alan both learn from their mistakes. They find out where they were going wrong and they make huge changes immediately.
As far as shopping went, I was still buying the same ingredients, but it was portion sizes that mainly changed.
Resulting in both of them losing a bunch of weight before their weigh-in.
It's really, really amazing to feel this good about myself.
I do love a latte myself, hot latte, a cold latte preferably for me. So yeah, I mean that's probably the only calories that I drink, and that's normally post-workout. I don't really have it at any other time. I love it.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
Well, that was an interesting video, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. What do you guys think? Drinking your calories is crazy work. I know, right? Welcome in middle, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Is takeout expensive in the UK? It depends on what you get. For some reason these days, fish and chips is really expensive now. Probably to do with like the amount of fishing. There are certain things that are quite cheap. Like kebabs can be quite cheap. I think they're generally the cheapest thing. McDonald's is kind of like restaurant price now. It's so strange how expensive McDonald's is. But you could probably get like you probably get something decent for a tenner, I would say. But you have to kind of shop around for that, I would say. And there's like deals and stuff that you can get, but it can get very expensive. Like you could end up paying like £50 for two people just for a takeout. You're better off going to a restaurant and getting some decent quality food, in my opinion. Yeah. You've got inflation and you've got shrinkflation as well. So like portions get smaller for certain things, but you still end up paying the same price or paying more, you know. So that was that video. So the next video is Journey with Sal and Leah Hope, and they're driving in their car. Hopefully Sal doesn't get distracted. And he's with Leah Hope, and I think they're going to be talking about losing weight. McDonald's is restaurant expensive everywhere. Yeah, KFC is too. Greggs is cheap, but not really takeaway food per se. That's true. Sausage rolls at Greggs are quite cheap, I would say. Have you tried the chicken sausage roll? I daren't try it because it doesn't sound that appealing to me. Mind you, I've not been to Greggs for like months now. The last thing I had at Greggs was a ham and cheese baguette. Yeah. And then a few months before that, I like the bacon and cheese turnovers. You're a good cook. You like doing DIY. Yeah, that's fair. If you love to cook, definitely like just cook everything at home. Like you have control of everything there. Sorry, my allergies are going mad again. Okay, so we've got this next video. Leah Hope and Sal Reedus. Salvatore. Sal's full name is Salvatore. Tuna crunch from Greggs with their tomato soup. Delicious. Very nice. So, hot goss and purely speculation, but I'm getting some chemistry between Leah and Sal. I'm curious what we think. Okay. We're about to find out, Ray. Let's go.
Really good at two things: lying and manipulation.
At the beginning, I could only walk for 10 minutes at a time with, like, and then I would be out of breath.
Like, what was like the one thing that you ate like the most?
You haven't heard my Disneyland story?
Hi, YouTube.
Hi.
This is a chat with Leah. I don't know. We're just trying out a different
We'll just
format.
see what happens.
So Leah.
I'm pretty sure Sal's single, Debbie. I've never heard him talk about a partner. Apart from when he was talking to Larry Wheels and hitting it from the back, but you know.
Lost 250 pounds.
Can't go wrong with that, Dan, for sure.
15?
Yeah, that's all.
That's all?
Yeah, not 250.
215. Oh, I'm sorry. Specifics, you know. I mean.
What number are you at? 200?
So I'm at like 230.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Roughly 229 was the max. This was a couple of weeks. This week we didn't have Advo2.
Yeah. So what do you count? Because I saw you got to
Sundays.
$4.99.
I count Sundays.
Okay.
So I count the lowest weight. So I think this week was 502. My birthday was last weekend. I went pretty crazy Sunday and Monday.
Birthday.
Thank you. So I just wasn't, and then like traveling is difficult.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, this is a tough week. And Sunday weighing Sundays are always sometimes.
Yeah, Sal's a very nice guy, and you know he's got a little bit of a different voice on with Leah here. He's a bit like, "I'm a smooth operator." Smooth operator. It's got like one hand on the wheel, one hand there. I drive a car. You know, that kind of thing.
It goes sometimes like bad.
Yeah.
Just like a time. I don't know. I feel bad when I'm not good.
Well,
Like,
no, you can't think of it like that.
I know I can't, but I feel bad if I'm not like excellent.
But what a burden to try to be excellent all the time.
Yeah.
Like, really? That's what you want?
If you expect perfection of yourself every day, you're gonna get exhausted very, very quickly. Like, extremely quickly. That's why I've tried to stop expecting perfection of myself. And like, if I have a good day, I'm happy having a good day. And that's all that matters. As long as you have a good day, it can never be a fantastic day every day. Sometimes you'll fail at certain things, and sometimes you'll fuck up in all aspects of your life. But as long as you have a good day, that's it. Just don't be perfect. I'm guilty of trying to be perfect sometimes. That's my biggest issue. But I can never be perfect. Nobody can. As a Brit, I'm always uncomfortable seeing people driving without seatbelts. Yeah, that is it's a bit iffy. I mean, Sal might not be able to get the seatbelt around him. I don't know. Yeah, Sal definitely has a lot of charm. He's a handsome fella. He's definitely a handsome fella.
To do?
That's how I was raised.
All the time?
Yeah, like you have to be great.
But it's also subjective because it's like I would see great as finding balance, which
True.
means like enjoying yourself and celebrating your birthday and having some treats that you like. Like I see balance as excellence.
I am
if
learning.
You want to choose that.
I'm learning that, but that was not what was.
Yeah.
How I was like originally brought up.
Right.
Right.
It's one of those things. I don't know if any of you guys ever had it, but like, if you go to your parent or guardian after some test results and you get like a B in your maths exam, for example, the person will look at you and be like, well, why didn't you get an A instead of being happy for you to get a B? And I used to get that quite a lot. And it was very difficult because like you just can't you can't make people happy even if you do it right. So the thing that you kind of learn growing up is that you need the primary thing you need to do is to make yourself happy. And sometimes you go in the wrong direction with making yourself happy, and you go for things that make you happy temporarily, like food, like alcohol, like drugs, like cigarettes, like things like that, that keep you happy for a very minuscule amount of time in the grand scheme of things. And then when you get older still, you either get consumed by all those addictions or you figure out a way to make yourself happier for a prolonged period of time. And I think that's the kind of thing that you need to understand about yourself, is that you can't expect perfection of yourself. Even if people expect perfection out of you, you need to make sure that you do things that make you happy in the long term, and not just for making somebody not angry at you for a few minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Excellence was how well
Yeah,
did you perform?
exactly, Dan.
Did you win or did you lose?
Mm.
Right. If you lost.
Not the participation trophies.
Oh no, that was not. That's not. I don't believe in that kind of nonsense anyway. You should really just. I mean, because like losing is good.
You don't
like,
believe in like good job for trying?
No.
No?
No.
I'm not talking about the trophies. They don't need trophies. But just in general, like trying and not succeeding, I think that's a step above not trying at all.
I agree. No, there's something for sure. I meant the trophies, like, but yes,
Oh,
you should get great job, try, great effort, but then like also, like, what did you learn from that?
I mean, that's in any scenario. Like anyone gets to decide if they learn something from.
I think you learn from losing, you learn from winning. Like, if you won everything that you ever did every single time, would you actually be learning anything? Surely you'd get bored of winning all the time. I think it's kind of a human trait to be satisfied from overcoming challenges. If you expect to succeed all the time, then where's the satisfaction that you've overcome something? I think that's why like super rich people get utterly depressed, because one, they probably have no friends, and two, everything's handed to them on a plate and they can buy whatever they want and it's never enough. So I would say that there's a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from being somebody who can overcome a challenge. Nobody wins all the time, no.
From not trying, from failing, from succeeding.
I don't know. There has to be some kind of lesson involved.
Like, but I feel like we get to choose the lesson. Like, you can do anything and not learn from it. That's up to you.
Yeah, but then you're stagnant.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying the lesson isn't necessarily about the specific thing. It's about what you choose to do with the thing.
That's fair. I've lost some weight.
Yeah.
But like I'm nowhere near the person who I want to be yet.
Right.
And like I'm still developing like grace and like not being so hard on myself.
Oh yeah, there's definite arrogance when people don't win. Yeah. I think when when you look at like storyline things like in professional wrestling, the loser can become very arrogant. That's how people turn from face to heel, right? They go from a nice guy, and then when they can't achieve something, that's when they become arrogant and angry, and then everything falls apart. Yeah. Like losing, I thought that losing a lot of weight would make me less depressed, right? If anything, I'm still in the same position mentally, maybe slightly worse than before, because of just, how things were left to stagnate after a long time. But I'm getting therapy for it now, thankfully. But unfortunately, when things become stagnant, you ruminate, you overthink, and then that's when things also start to fall apart again. So you really do have to make sure you take a holistic approach to anything that you do, really, especially with weight loss, because weight loss is not only the physical challenge, it's the mental challenges that come with it as well. And the mental challenges can hit you out of nowhere sometimes, for sure.
Myself, because like I left, right?
Yeah,
right.
wherever that would go back to the school and stuff like that. But yeah, we can go wherever.
I go right. What happens if I go right?
Do it.
I'm also still learning like to give myself when to give myself grace versus when to hold myself accountable.
Mm-hmm. And it's a balance.
It's a tightrope.
And I think the balance, that's been something for me, is finding the difference between what's an excuse and what's a reason. And you have to be able to be honest with yourself. Like,
Yes, I think the loose skin thing is definitely endemic in people who've lost significant amounts of weight. I would say that if you're thinking about losing weight and you consider loose skin to be the barrier for you losing weight, then maybe you're not ready for weight loss just yet. You do need to maybe think things through a bit more. And once you come to terms with loose skin being battle scars as opposed to being something that defines you, you will definitely feel a lot better about losing weight. Yeah. Like you lose 200 pounds and you're like, oh, okay. Things aren't really that different, actually. And it becomes very disappointing because I think it comes with like people who are big in the weight loss niche. Like, for example, what's his name? Is it Progressive Overhaul? I can't remember his name. He lost a lot of weight. He's had skin removal surgery and he's going through weight maintenance now. And his follower count has dwindled because people don't care anymore because they've lost the weight. And it kind of you're just left with a sense of, okay, this is it now, this is me, I'm maintaining. Sometimes it becomes a sense of not losing weight anymore kind of makes you feel less special, I suppose. There are just so many, so many mental hurdles that you have to deal with.
If you have a headache and you're like, oh, I'm not going to work out today, but it's like realistically, you know, you can work out, you still have the same amount of energy. Maybe your headache will even feel better after you work out. You could do it, but it's like if you sprain your ankle or you have the flu, it's like, oh, that's not an excuse, that's a reason. And it's actually going to be more beneficial for me if I don't push myself harder in this moment. And I think that's an important thing, because so often we can feel like, I mean, I felt like my whole life I made excuses. So then on my journey, I was very aware of like, oh, I don't want to be the fat girl who's making excuses.
Yeah.
But then it was like, no, sometimes. So like I got a blister.
There is definitely the danger that weight loss becomes your personality. You just have to, I don't know. I feel like my personality's improved since losing weight. I'm a lot less irritable. I'm a lot less angry at the world, you know. I do feel a lot more happier. So I don't know. I think that there's definitely good and bad things to take from it, I would say.
Blister. The first time I went to my wellness retreat, I got a blister. It was like 2 inches long on the bottom of my foot. And I continued to do everything. Like I did our treadmill walks and I walked to and from the building, and everyone was telling me, you have to get off of it. Like you need to take a break. And I was like, no, like I'm not going to use this as an excuse. And I got to the point where I was like, it's not an excuse. Like that's not an excuse. I want to be doing this. I want to be moving. But there's a legitimate reason why this is actually hurting me.
Yeah.
Doing this now.
So you need to take a break.
Yeah. And I just think you have to be honest with yourself about that.
That's fair. I think
excuse versus a reason.
I think I think it's hard to discern though. Excuse and reason.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm a math. Like I tell people all the time, to get to 700 pounds, you have to be really good at 2 things: lying and manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm a math manipulator.
Yeah.
But like, I found that it's not even against people, but it's against myself.
Yeah.
And so I will.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Like you don't get to an excessive amount of weight for no reason. You talk yourself into things. You talk yourself into thinking about food. You talk yourself into all kinds of scenarios where you feel like the only way to make yourself feel any better is to eat something. And that's definitely eye-opening, because I used to make sure that I ate a lot in secret. I always used to feel a lot of shame when I binged eat. I still do. But you always kind of you talk yourself into thinking that it's not so bad. So you manipulate yourself into believing the problem's not as bad as it actually is.
Not be honest with myself, which is why, like, honestly, the reason that daily weigh-ins have been good for me is because it forces me to like look myself in the mirror constantly.
Yeah.
Right. It's also really hard for me because it makes me be accountable to myself, and like, I really can't BS like what's going on.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Right.
Even though it's not the most fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Right.
And I do think that's good to, if you know you can handle it. Like I don't recommend weighing yourself every day to people who, like if you look at the number on the scale and then that affects how you act that day because you're disappointed or something.
Yeah.
I don't think those people should weigh themselves every day.
If you get too attached to the scale and weigh yourself every day, and the number on the scale dictates how you feel for that day, yeah, you're probably better off just weighing yourself once a week or once a month even, or once a fortnight.
I don't think that most people should weigh themselves every day.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think I should weigh myself every day, honestly. But I feel like the benefit of weighing myself every day outweighs the risk outweighs the reward, basically. And so it's like, mentally, can I handle it? Not always.
Right.
Like, honestly, not always, but it's better for me. Long term, it'll be better than not.
I believe Sal has stopped doing public daily weigh-ins, but I think he is still doing private daily weigh-ins. I don't think he should be doing the daily weigh-ins at all. because they seem to have been taking a mental toll on him. So if he just sticks to the public weekly weigh-in, then it would make things a lot easier.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Even though some days, like, I'm just trying to hold it together.
Right.
By a thread.
Yeah.
Right. So what made you lose weight?
Like, what made me start my journey?
Yeah, like, what made you, like...
Wait, do you really not know?
No, I really don't know. Like, I'm not,
really?
like, I'm asking genuinely. Like, what made
A
you,
lot of pressure, Debbie.
You haven't heard my Disneyland story?
No.
Oh, really? I feel like I thought like everyone had heard it, and then I get so uncomfortable sharing it, thinking like everyone's like, yeah, we've heard this a bunch of times.
No, I'm genuinely asking. Like, I assumed it was some kind of pinnacle for everyone who loses weight.
No, it's
something
a
happens
rock bottom moment. Yeah.
that makes you realize like this shit really sucks.
Yeah.
And I have two options. I can continue on this pathway and like be miserable.
Yeah.
Or I can at least try and do something about it.
Right.
I might fail in that effort.
Yeah.
But at least I know I gave it a good college try.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
And
really don't know
what
like,
it was.
what happened.
Yeah, so it was March 2022. And I was almost 400 pounds. I went to Disneyland with my sister's family. So my sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephew. And my nephew is he's my little best friend. He's my favorite person. Well, now I have two nephews and a niece, so they're all my favorite people. But at that time, I just had one. He's my favorite person. I love being an aunt. And so when they invited me to Disneyland, I knew it was going to be challenging. Like, it had been a while. I had never been to a theme park at that size. And I knew that, like, even my energy and my endurance was so much worse. But I didn't want to miss out on that experience with him because I love him so much. And so I went, and it was just a horrible day. And, like, just within a few minutes, honestly, like, just walking down Main Street, my feet hurt, my back hurt. Like, I got a migraine a few hours in, and I was just, like, profusely sweating. And it was just a horrible day. And I had to miss out on so much of the day, like, sitting by myself on benches. I couldn't even stand in line for the rides. And that was the first time that, because my whole life I could tell myself, my weight only affects me.
Yeah.
Like, because I never held anyone, like, I was not the type of person, I didn't complain. No one in my family, none of my friends could tell anyone they ever once heard me complain about my weight.
Yeah, I think that definitely sounds like a wake-up call. Not being able to do anything with the people that you love is something that haunts a lot of people that are overweight. And I know that especially people with children, they see being able to do stuff without getting out of breath with their kids a very big contributing factor to weight loss.
I was not that person. Like, I did not ever complain about my weight. I didn't hold anyone else back. Because of what I could or couldn't do, I'd say, like, you go ahead and do that. I'm going to do this or whatever. And then that was the first day where I was like, my nephew, like the person I love more than anyone in this world, is getting a less present version of me because of my weight, because of what a burden it was to me. And it really, like, that night driving home, I was just like, I don't want to live this way anymore. This is not, the way that I'm living is bringing me nowhere closer to the future that I want for myself.
Yeah.
And so I started making small changes the next day. And it was the first time that I started with small changes rather than like the complete overhaul, like, oh, throw out all the junk food and do this intense workout regimen. It was like, no, I'm going to walk 10 minutes a day and I'm going to have one nutritious food a day. And that's honestly what I started with. And then I just built on those.
Yeah, it's definitely good to start small. A lot of people go wrong where they just go to an absolute extreme to lose weight. They start fasting. They're like, I'm just going to have cabbage soup for lunch. And that's not even an exaggeration. Some people will just eat the same thing 3 times a day and expect to lose weight. And really, it's just a lot of small gradual changes that you need to make to actually become successful. And that's the same with anything, really, to become successful. It's a lot of small gradual changes that you just build and build and build until it becomes a habit.
Habits from there.
10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Exactly, Debbie.
I mean,
You
that's
can't
like all
do
I
it
could
like
eat out
that.
in my backyard because I was too embarrassed to walk in public.
It's fair.
For a while. I
So
didn't walk in
when
public
was your
for
first
like
public walk?
6 or 7 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So down
Since
like
I started.
Were you down at that point? Were you down,
probably like 70 pounds or something. Yeah.
What's the change that you credit the most to like your success?
Movement.
Okay.
And it's interesting because I feel like so many people are like 80% food and 20% movement. And I feel like I had the opposite. Like, yes, of course it's food. You have to eat in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight.
Of course.
But as far as the changes that were most impactful to me, the movement, I feel like was, I think that's just a private residence.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Which is crazy.
Oh, we will
Did
pull
you see
up.
that?
Yeah.
Have you been looking at the houses?
Yeah.
They're so cool.
Yeah. Oh, we're just straight up driving in like Phoenix. Do you think that days that you were moving, you were more conscious about food because you didn't want to waste like your movement?
So that's how I used to be.
Okay.
Well, so I moved intentionally in some way every single day
Fair.
for like 2 years. And same with, I was in a calorie deficit every single day for at least a year and a half, which if I could go back, I would actually change that. I would have done.
Did you ever like stray?
For a year and a half, I was in a calorie deficit every single day.
You were perfect. Right?
I wouldn't say perfect, but somewhere in a deficit every day.
Tracking,
yeah.
On like MyFitnessPal, which one did you use?
I started with Chronometer and then I switched to Yazio.
Okay.
But yeah, if I could go back, I would do it different. Like I would not do that. I would add in maintenance days. I would add in surplus days because I think that's better for your overall health. Like I think that was just too stressful.
I think like over a year in a straight calorie deficit probably did some harm to me in the long run because I felt like that, you know, I wanted to get this weight off, and the best way to do that was to just keep on being in a calorie deficit constantly. And you do need to actually give yourself some time off, especially if you have hundreds and hundreds of pounds to lose. It can't just be a straight drop down. Do you know what I mean? You love your chronometer. I use Nutricheck. That's like a very UK-centric calorie counter, and it's got all the supermarkets in the UK and some foreign brands too, and it's very, very good, I find.
And I never ate below my BMR. Like I was very careful to not do that because I really wanted to get healthy. I didn't just want to lose weight. I wanted to be healthier. So I was like, I'm not going to lose weight at the cost of my health, which unfortunately I think some people do.
What's a BMR?
Basal metabolic rate, the amount of calories that your body burns at rest. So like if you were in a coma, that's the amount of calories that your body burns, just being alive, just your organs functioning the way that they need to function.
So what was your BMR?
When I first started, it was like 1,900, 2,000, around there. And when I started, I was eating like 2,700 calories.
Okay.
Like, so I was not severely
and you still
restricting.
lost like 70 pounds on like,
yes, yeah.
on that.
But I was very, very active.
Yeah.
Not like, I didn't feel like I was like overworking myself, but I started aiming for 10,000 steps a day, but I split that up throughout the day. So like, because I could only, at the beginning, I could only walk it for 10 minutes at a time with like, and then I would be out of breath.
When did you start doing 10K steps?
That was probably like 5 months into my journey. I was doing 8K before that.
Okay.
If you ask Ethan Bernard how long it took him to do 10,000 steps, he'd be like, I did it in a week.
And then I went up to 10K and did at least probably 45 minutes of movement a day. But sometimes it was just walk. That doesn't mean it was like a 45-minute strength training session.
Yeah.
Like that could be 3 15-minute walks throughout the day.
When did you add the gym into your routine?
So I went to the wellness retreat that I went to. That was the first time that I did like real workouts. So that was like 3 months into my journey. Real workouts.
What does that mean?
With like equipment.
Okay, that's not any workout you do as a workout. Like.
But like what? Like walking? You would call walking a workout?
Yes, I mean, because like
walking.
If you only have access to
walking is definitely a workout. I would disagree with like that whole concept of a real workout. Like if you're going for a brisk 20-minute walk and you weigh over 400 pounds, or even if you weigh less than that, I think that's still a workout, because if that's all you have access to, walking is free. It's the best exercise you can do for free, in my opinion.
I would call it exercise. I don't know that I'd call it a workout.
I think if you structure it right, walking can be a workout.
Yeah.
For example, let me
like
explain.
If you're wearing a weighted vest.
No. Literally 10 sets.
Yeah.
Of 100-yard walks.
Yeah.
It's a workout. It's not exercise. It's literally like 10 sets.
Right.
30-second rest in between.
Yeah.
Now it's a workout. Like yes, if you just go for a walk, it's exercise.
True. Yeah.
But like if you only have access to if you can't afford a gym or you can't afford anything, then all you have is a pathway in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
One block, right? 1 block, 1 minute rest 7 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be at maintenance at some point in our lives. So having those maintenance weeks during your weight loss journey can be really helpful.
It's a workout.
Yeah.
Well, I think it depends how much effort you put into it.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, because I think of it as exercise. I guess I've thought of workout as like strength training, but I do think that people need to think of like any movement as like physical activity, because people will like shake that off like, oh, walking isn't going to be good enough or whatever. But it's like, no, if you're moving your body, like you're burning additional calories, and then that can help you be in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
Which is the goal. What made you start your?
What made me start?
Yeah.
I almost died 3 times in 18 months.
Oh wow.
So diabetic ketoacidosis in February 2023, heart failure March 2023, 18 months of I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Which was basically just getting my A1C from 13.8 to 8.7, but not really doing anything appropriate. And then
I mean, still getting your A1C from 13 to 8 is very good. That's still in the high end, but you know, at least it's going in the right direction. I've tracked so long that I have meals I already have on hand all the time. I just pre-register, and now I'm maintaining, which I've been £130 for 6 weeks now. That is amazing, hot latte. And I've seen the progress photos in Discord as well, and you're doing fantastically, I've got to say. So well done.
Fluttered. In October 2024. In which case, each time I spent 5 days in the hospital.
Wow.
And my cousin said to me at the last one, Sal, I need you not to die.
Yeah.
And I looked at her, I said, I don't want to die either, so let's try to fix this. And so I started making changes, which was really,
In fall of 2024?
Yeah.
So you've lost 200 pounds since then?
Yeah, 18 months.
Yeah.
So I've lost 225 pounds.
230.
Yeah, in 18 months. And I started out with a text to my friends about like, hey, sorry I haven't been around for 3 years.
Yeah.
But I need help. And I opened up a gym right before that. And so he's like, well, just bring your ass to the gym.
Oh, wow. So that's where you're making all your videos. It's your friend's gym?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
The first day I actually pulled up to the gym, I pulled in the parking lot and then I left.
Okay.
Didn't even walk inside.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then I came out the next day and I was like, hey. And they said, hey. And nothing. It was like I never left.
Yeah.
And so we had a great time. And it's been the same thing ever since. I mean, obviously, it's been hard.
Yeah.
It's been really difficult at times. And, you know, sharing the entire process publicly is not the easiest thing to do in the world.
When did you start doing that?
From the beginning.
Really?
Like from the beginning. Yeah, from the very beginning. I've literally shared everything that I can share.
Yeah.
The good, bad.
11 to 5.4. That took 2 years. May have took 2 years, but 5.4 is like not even diabetes. Like, so that's amazing. Like you're doing, it's like win after win after win for our latte. I love it.
Like you invite people into your entire process.
Yeah.
Which is cool because people follow it and the support has been amazing.
Yeah.
Did you start sharing immediately or did you start sharing later? Okay.
Yeah, I waited. I had been on my journey for about a year and had lost 100 pounds.
So you shared the last 100?
Yeah, I did. But
How was
I was
that?
so scared to start. Like,
Why did you start?
Because I was like, oh wow, I'm actually doing this. And if I can do it, like someone who thought this was not possible for me, if I can do it, then I want to help other people know that they can do it. And that's honestly why. Like when I started my journey, I had no plans to share online. Like I was recording everything for myself because I'm a photographer, like just documenting comes naturally to me. I think I needed to wait until I was at the point where it felt real to me. And I'll be honest, like it didn't feel real to me until I had lost like 100 pounds. Like that was when I was like, oh wow, this is my new life.
Yeah.
And up until then, I wasn't convinced. Like I still thought something could happen that just like made me go backwards. Cause I mean, I've been trying to lose weight my whole life. So it's like, why should I have believed that this time was going to be different when I had taken before photos?
Yeah, I think that when you lose over 100 pounds and it becomes like so noticeable, like from the before photos that I took, or the general old photos that I have, I feel like I look so different from how like now from how I did back then. Even like I don't know if it's like just in my head, but it just feels like even my facial structure is kind of different. My body's definitely different for sure. Like my body definitely has gone through a lot of changes. Like when I was working in an office, they had these chairs that like they used to dig into my thigh, and yeah, they would leave dents in my thighs that would stay there. Like I felt like at one I felt like at one point they would actually be like permanent divots in my thighs. And obviously I don't have them now. But it's just crazy to think about. And sometimes I don't think I've changed at all. I feel like I look exactly the same as before. And welcome in, Connor. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, sometimes I think I'm the same, and obviously I am completely different to how I was before. And I'm definitely a lot more active compared to what I was before. But yeah, I still see the old me in the mirror too. So yeah. Other people definitely see the difference. And I know that, there are some people that try and comment saying, you look exactly the same. But that's because, they're intentionally trying to get a rise out of me. And I know I look different, so.
A ton of times before,
And you just posted your first ever stomach photo.
Yeah. I mean, just in stories.
Yeah, but like, it's a start. How was that?
It was good. I felt fine with it. It's interesting. I think part of me thought it's not even just that it's like uncomfortable sharing it visually, and that's even after I had already lost 60 pounds. So I didn't even take photos of myself, of my stomach at my
Always
highest
take
weight.
pictures.
One, because no, there's no photos of it, because I didn't. I thought that I didn't
Thank you,
even want
Debbie. I
that for
think so
myself.
too.
Yeah.
And I just didn't
Are there
want
pictures of
to
you
think
of
about
that
it.
size?
Oh, tons of pictures
Okay.
and videos, just not
Yeah, not stomach out.
shirtless. Yeah. But I think there's been part of me that feels like I'm betraying old me by sharing that.
Why?
Because that version of me would have never been okay with that being on the internet.
Because
ever.
what?
Oh, like,
Because you're ashamed?
I mean, probably a little ashamed, but also just knowing like how cruel the internet could be. Like, I wouldn't have been okay with that.
I think, like, yeah, I think on my weight loss journey, I was definitely scared of the negative comments. And I think like the most trepidation I had was with TikTok, actually. I thought TikTok would be an absolute like feral wasteland where people would just take the piss, but nah, TikTok's been like really great. YouTube's like 90% fantastic. Obviously, because of the people that I cover, I'm still going to get people that are like "Wah, blah, 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 fat, 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 titty, titty, bum, bum," and all that. Twitter, that's just Twitter, innit? And Instagram's been good too. So I find that um, the fear was unfounded, definitely. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, I think there is definitely a difference. But like I say, there are just some people that like to say things that just kind of should try and rile you up, basically.
So, I think the argument I have against that is I have gotten a few messages, or not a few, probably more than a few, from folks, at least in my case, saying, "Hey, watching you like swim shirtless, gives me the confidence and the ability to be with my family, be with my kids shirtless too, even though I'm a larger individual.
Yeah.
And that no one's gonna say anything to me. And if they do, they can fuck off.
Right.
Like,
well, and that's why I started sharing my loose skin.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to share my loose skin. Like, that was another thing that I thought, like, I don't think the internet will ever see this. Like, this is just my thing. And then I got to the point where I was like, no, this thing is about not only me continuing to do things that scare me, where I have to be brave and have courage, but to show people, like, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. And so that was part of it. Like, if I can walk around on the beach with my loose skin, then you can do it too.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's been so cool that that's part of, like, of course, I started sharing to help others and to inspire them, but then I feel like it's been this reciprocal thing of, like, now because I have these people following me and watching me, I want to be braver and be this person that the person that I genuinely want to be, but I'm just scared to be. But it's like, now I have more of a reason than just myself to be that person. And I love that.
I love it.
Yeah. And I've just learned that the more you do things that scare you, the easier it gets.
What advice would you give your younger self?
I lost 80 pounds and gained almost 40 back because I couldn't see any difference from where I started. I thought I might have put 20 on, and then I stood on the scale and was shook. Back on the wagon I went. Exactly. It is things like that. Like, it's stuff that sometimes you can't tell visually. Welcome in, Chava. Good to see you. He is not a boy. No, he is a man. It's Journey with Sal. He's lost 230 pounds. Sal's definitely a man. What was I going to say? Yeah, like I've obviously gained weight back. Some of it's from muscle gain, some of it's from binge eating, some of it's from just not looking after myself properly. But that doesn't deter me from the task at hand. It's definitely something that I need to carry on with, and what I'm experiencing at the moment is just a hurdle, and that's a hurdle that can be overcome with time, obviously. I just need to realize that it's not a quick fix, because when it comes to weight loss, not everything is a quick fix, that's for sure. Sal definitely does have that handsome face.
I would say that. I would say start acting like the person that you want to be before you believe you're that person. And I don't mean that in a, like, there's the whole fake it till you make it thing, but I don't really mean that. I just mean, like, there's an actual, you can think of, this is the person that I want to be. This is the life that I want to live, but it feels so far away or so out of reach. And you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to get there. But then ask yourself, like, what does that person act like? What kind of habits does that person have? How are they treating people? What's their perspective on the world? Like, and then just start implementing those things in your life now before you have that end result. And that's how you get there.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's been something that I feel like it's like a cheat code.
What's one mistake you made along your journey?
What I said, which is like staying in a deficit for a year and a half straight. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like your biggest mistake?
If I could go back, I would go slower.
Okay.
Like, that's my biggest thing. I would go slower. I would add in more maintenance days. I would add in some surplus days.
Why? What's your philosophy behind
Oh yeah, Sal is properly strong, isn't he? I mean, despite the fact that he got up to 700 odd pounds, he was doing a lot of strength training from a young age. So that definitely really helped him be able to be as strong as he is. The only thing I worry about is when he tries stuff like jumping, because at the end of the day, he's still in the very high 400s. And if he's jumping, that's going to be a lot of pressure on his knees, on his joints. So that's something he needs to be careful of, I think.
I think it's healthier.
Yeah, his dead hang's
mentally or for your body?
Both. But mostly your body.
How were your mentals during all this?
I mean, mentally, it was a lot of drilling in mindset shifts for myself every single day.
Yep.
I feel like emotionally, it was harder than anything else. Like, it was a lot of up and down. Like, there was even a point where I both felt like I was frustrated. You'll turn right here. I was frustrated that weight loss wasn't happening fast enough, while also being scared that it was happening too fast and things were changing too fast. Like, I literally felt both of those things at the same time, and it was so confusing to be like, no, I want this to happen fast, and then to be like, oh my gosh, everything's changing, this is too fast. And it was just an emotional roller coaster, which I didn't really expect. Like, I think I just thought about how difficult it was going to be physically, and didn't really think that much about the mental and emotional aspect of it. But I feel like it's so much more of a mental and emotional journey than even physical sometimes.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. There's so much emotion that goes into weight loss. Sometimes you feel like it's the death of the old you when it comes to weight loss, and you're kind of, it almost feels like you're lamenting a different person. That's kind of how it felt for me anyway. But at the end of the day, the old me was just sitting in their bedroom alone all the time, eating copious amounts of food. So why would I be wanting to lament that person? And then I think about the temporary comfort that it gave me and things like that. But looking at it now and the person I am now, being able to go to the gym 4 times a week, being able to do the things that I never used to be able to do, that's definitely something that that makes a good impression on you mentally. And those are the things that you need to keep in mind on the bad days. But I definitely agree that sometimes it's much more than a physical journey, a weight loss journey. There's so much, you require like massive mental capacity in order to actually, do that. So yeah, you got to take care of your knees for sure. You got to be careful.
You'll turn right. Do you have houses like this where you live in Ohio?
So your houses are more Spanish style houses?
Yeah, which I don't like.
Ours are much more like traditional.
Yeah.
Just really big.
Yeah, we do have a very specific look
Yeah.
here.
If you were giving advice to one person along any journey they're going on, what's the one advice you would give them?
Consistency beats perfection every time.
Sweet.
It's about being consistent. In that same respect, another way to say it would be like all or something instead of.
The one thing that I got from Casey Kelly, the twink bodybuilder that was swapping meals with Ethan, he says at the end of his videos is that I'm not perfect, I'm just consistent. And that's the thing that really stuck with me, because that's definitely the key to being successful in anything. Don't expect perfection, but make sure you're consistent. Have the discipline to be consistent, because like I say, for me, all the time, it's discipline over motivation. Motivation will only take you so far. Discipline will take you the rest of the way to being successful.
of all or nothing.
Yeah.
Because it's just so easy to tell ourselves, like, if I can't do it perfectly, I'm not going to do it at all. But it's like, how are we actually convincing ourselves that that's better? That doing nothing just because it can't be perfect is better than just doing even something small. Like, of course that's going to be beneficial for us.
Right, well, this is fun.
So true, middle.
It was fun.
We'll do more card chats, maybe. I don't know. We'll see YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we'll cook tomorrow if Leah has time.
Yeah.
If Leah has time, we're going to cook on video. She hasn't cooked.
I have time to cook.
Do you cook at all?
No. I mean, like pasta and like ground beef.
Actually, like, make something like
a meal.
What's your favorite kind of food?
In what way?
Like favorite. What's your favorite dish?
Cuisine.
Cuisine. What's your favorite cuisine?
I would say Chinese food.
What's your favorite dish?
Oh, that's hard.
And then what's one dish that you ate at your heaviest?
Oh.
That you like loved.
Well, when you say dish, you make it sound.
Call me Garfield, because I was a big lover of lasagna at my biggest. My nan's lasagna, she'd give me a big portion of it, and I'd still go back for seconds. Like, seriously, lasagna was like one of my favorite meals. I also like chicken katsu curry. That just feels so like warm and comforting to me, even now.
Sound like a cooked meal. Like, I never cooked.
What did you have? Yeah, what did you have?
I ate out a lot.
Yeah, what did you eat? Like, what was like the one thing you ate like the most?
I would go through phases. So like I'd like hyperfixate on one.
Latte, that sounds like you need tremendous mental capacity for that. So you are, without doubt, an absolute beast of a person. So I tip my hat to you.
Fast food until I got sick of it, and then I'd move to the next.
Okay.
But like, so let's say Chipotle. Like, I would get a burrito with double rice. The stuff I got in there was just rice, sour cream, cheese, and chicken. But I'd get double rice.
Really not like the fat shit stuff that you consume. Like, when you talk about it, you just think, how the fuck did I manage to consume all of that? Like, my Domino's order would be like a large pepperoni passion, 2 portions of chicken strips, 2 portions of potato wedges, a Diet Coke because balance is key, and a dessert, whatever that might be, like cookies or something. And I'd probably still have room for something else a bit later.
And I would also get a large chips. And I would just do a side of sour
Oh,
cream.
for sure,
and I'd dip
latte.
the chips in the sour cream.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Which sounds weird.
Did you ever do 2?
You can go left.
Right. Did you ever do 2 burritos?
No. Okay, so I will say that so like that's a big meal. A burrito with chips and dipping in some, like, that was probably 1,700, 1,800 calories. So that's obviously a big meal.
You got this,
but
Latte.
I
You're
rarely
an inspiration
ate
to
to
me.
the point of feeling over stuff. Like, that didn't make me feel over full. That made me feel like
full.
Yeah, full. The only time that I really ate to feeling overfull was the days everyone does, which is like Thanksgiving or Christmas. It really is the foods that like high calorie foods, like French fries, fast food. You could eat something, or like a 800 calorie drink from Starbucks, that doesn't actually fill you up at all.
Did you drink your calories? Are you a soda person?
I did.
Yeah, like the lasagna pan, Ray, was literally just like, probably like that big, I would say. And it was just like tomato sauce, layer of pasta, layer of boiled egg, layer of mince, pasta, egg, mince, pasta, egg, mince, sauce. Even now, it makes me feel a certain way.
No, not soda.
But like
caramel macchiatos.
Okay.
With extra caramel. Like, sometimes I would literally say death by caramel is how I would describe it to them. Like, that's how much caramel I want.
Fair.
Death by caramel.
Yeah. One thing I never did was drink my calories. Like, I couldn't.
I only did with Starbucks.
I ate a lot of calories.
Yeah.
I ate a lot of calories. But like, people look at my menus and they're like, "So where did you eat your calories?"
Yeah.
I didn't eat them. I literally.
You didn't drink them.
Yeah. Ate them. Food only.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't a soda person. I don't drink alcohol. I've never been a drinker.
Have you ever drank alcohol?
I mean, like, I've tasted a sip, but I've never had a drink, like an alcoholic beverage for myself.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I'm glad you're not. But like, for me.
You love it?
No, but like, it's an experience. Like, I don't actually drink a lot.
Yeah.
I had a bourbon collection at one point.
Oh.
COVID.
Got a collection during COVID?
Yeah, because it was an activity. So like, in Ohio, all the bourbon is allocated.
I used to like dark rum. That was one of my big drinks at university. And then we also used to have a fair bit of absinthe as well. Absinthe is diabolical. I had to have it with water. I couldn't have it with anything else. So watered down absinthe for me. Drinking absinthe was the only time I forgot the night before. That's like how bad absinthe is.
And it's like it drops different days across the city, and so it's like a hunting experience, trying to go find the
A
rare
gin
bourbon.
girly.
But like,
I was a gin girly when I was 18. I used to have gin and tonics when I used to go clubbing in London. And the only reason I liked gin and tonics was because it glowed under ultraviolet light and it made me feel all fancy. And I was, you know, a bit more of a homosexual at that time. I was trying to be as gay as possible, to be honest. A Dance with the Green Fairy, yeah, it's just it's a different beast entirely, Debbie. And I believe you've got green absinthe, which is what we had, and I think you've got black absinthe as well, which is like up towards the 100%. Yeah, absinthe is absolutely crazy stuff.
it was an outdoor activity because like you literally had to stay in front of the line at the liquor store at 8 a.m. So you met people and like, you just did stuff with them, and there was the same people, the same group of people traveling place to place.
Yeah.
So I collected bourbon for a year and a half.
Wow.
By the way, I drank maybe one bottle of that.
Wow.
I have over 80.
Oh, you still have it?
Yeah, I've given
Are you
some
just
of them
gonna
away.
have a big party?
No, I give them away.
Yeah.
For gifts. People, whenever people have a wedding.
Well, don't give one to
Oof,
me.
Dan, stomach
Maybe.
pump, Jesus.
For your pantry or for your bar.
To give it
You're in a
away
bar in
for
Portugal.
guests.
Maybe if you have a party or something.
Yeah, I have no interest in drinking.
That's fair. I don't recommend.
See, and that's one of the things that pisses me off when people say that like bigger people have no self-control. I'm like, I've never drank, I've never tried any drugs of any kind. Like it's selective self-control. Like we all struggle with self-control in some area.
Yeah, I've tried like marijuana maybe 5 times.
Yeah.
Don't drink it, I rarely drink. And I've never tried any other drug.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Everyone has their drug of choice.
Yeah.
Of something that they struggle with finding the balance.
Yeah. Do you ever have any other addictions besides food?
No.
Shopping?
No.
Not even gear? I know some people that are good photography like collect a bunch of gear.
No, I just got what I needed.
It's fair.
I mean, I would hyper fixate on like hobbies and stuff, but I wouldn't say anything got to like
addiction level.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, we gotta go walk a mile.
You like lager? I'm a 30-year-old woman turned middle-aged British bloke. I was in the pub after I went to get my hair cut on was it Thursday or Friday, whatever, Friday, and there were some old guys complaining about the IPA, and I was like, would I ever get to that age where I start complaining about the kind of IPAs they have at the pub? My drug of choice is Alani and Celsius. What's that?
Like that's a bummer conversation to end it on. Addiction. No, it's not. It's life.
It is life.
Yeah.
Like this is what life is.
We're all addicted to something, and if you think that you're not,
you're lying.
Then you're addicted to lack of self-awareness.
That's
a word. All right, I appreciate y'all. We'll talk soon.
Here's a wild time middle, definitely. Right. Thank you to Leah and Sal. I'm going to go for a wee and I'll be right back. Oh, they're energy drinks. Oh, okay. My drug of choice is Mary J and pre-workout. I can't do pre-workout. Nah. Like, I like my coffee, right? But I can't handle pre-workout. I've had it once and it was like proper like jitters. Proper jitters. I was getting. And it's just, yeah, it's not good. I think I need to get some antihistamines tomorrow because my eyes are like quite, like I want to scratch them. Do you know what I mean? Da boys. Yeah, I mean, I used to drink a lot. I quit drinking January 2014. I quit smoking 2012, and drugs was about 2013, something like that. You love the rush. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Like, it's definitely a rush, but like pre-workout is just nah. Like, I'm just not built for it. I'll stick to my creatine and that's it, yeah. Yeah, I never used to get allergies, right? The only thing I was allergic to when I was a kid was like certain things in Radox herbal bath. Um, and then as I got older, it would be things like fish, shellfish, and now it's certain flowers, and now it's lilies, and oh my God, there's just so much now. Welcome in, Decker. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Depends on the pre-workout in person, in my experience. You can't do C4 because of the skin tingles. Yeah, I think C4 is like, that's definitely a good name because it's explosive for sure. If you like THC tinctures, you like Kratom. Allergic to all of the outdoors of Pennsylvania. That's a shame. Like, I try and go outdoors as much as possible, but I find that the winter nature is definitely more my style, rather than like the summer stuff. Because I feel like the summer stuff is out to get you. It's really out to get you. Um, Whereas in the winter, like you can get like holly and slowberries and things like that. Like I live next to a forest, right? So there's spiders, there's ants, there's lizards, there's otters, there's deer, there's geese, there's ducks, there's swans, there's like all sorts of things that can potentially like cause a mischief to you. So I have to be really careful when I have my windows open. Very lucky I've not seen a snake around here. Um, so living next to a forest can be like amazing, but it can also be like really annoying if you have allergies too. So yeah. It's great. It's great living next to a forest. Like there's absolutely no doubt about it. But in the summer, you just have to be so careful. There are some good walks around here, Debbie. You are right there. I'm trying to get a video of the deer, but obviously get startled very easily. So I'm trying to see if I can get one. I've seen the deer twice, and I stand there, and the deer stands there, and I'm like, if I slowly get my phone out, I might be able to get a video. And then the deer's like, no photographs, please. So, and then it disappears into the nearest like shaded area, So it's very, very difficult. But I'm going to try and at least get one video of the muntjacs that live around here. So yeah, the allergies are rough. Yeah, I think we have bats too. I've never heard them, but in my childhood home, we had a massive tree in the back garden, and there were always bats hanging around. And I just find nature to be incredible, and I never really had a true appreciation of it until I got a bit older, and now I'm just like I'm always on the lookout for anything interesting that pops up. Like there are a bit further down, like maybe a mile away or so, we've got a brewery. And the interesting thing about the brewery is that they have the hops. The hop plants are all like dotted around because there's obviously been some kind of movement of pollen in the air, and you could probably take those hops and make your own beer, I dare say. Dusk is when you can see them all flying out around here. Yeah, I imagine that's probably the same time around here. We have like giant trees nearby, but I've never seen or heard them. We have a lot of squirrels too. Um, so it might not be bat territory. But I've heard a lot of cuckoos. A lot of cuckoos tend to be, um, yeah, I hate fox screams. Fox screams are horrible because it's like every 30 seconds for about 20 minutes. And it is literally it literally sounds like a human scream. I fucking hate it. So yeah. So this video is the 2026 Arnold Strongwoman Classic. We watched the Stone on the Shoulder last week, and this week it's the American Oak. So that should be pretty good. And there are two oaks on stage, so I guess two people are going to be in competition with each other. The muntjacks in the woods near me must be dopey or something, because I've seen two of them out in the daytime. Yeah, that's when I see them too. They come out in the daytime, but they're like, they look like little babies, like baby fawns. So, yeah, foxes are terrible, honestly. Like, it's either cats having sex or foxes round here, and both make horrendous noises. So, you know, it's definitely not an oral treat, I can say. So yeah, definitely fun last week. Yeah, muntjack screech. Maybe it's the muntjacks as well. Then, like, there's just everything makes a fucking noise. It's the price you pay for living near nature, I suppose. So yeah, let's watch women lift heavy things. I love that.
It is Saturday in Columbus, Ohio. 2 events remain at the
It's a small
2026
deer,
Arnold
Ray.
Strongman Classic before we crown our champions. The American Oak is the next event for the women. We are glad you are with us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with former Arnold champion Kristen Rhodes.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Like, I really enjoy the Sunday streams too, because this is stuff that I would watch on my own. So the fact that I can get to watch it with like 20, 30 other people every Sunday, it makes it that much more enjoyable. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, in the UK, we've got a TV show called Gogglebox, and it's basically people on their sofa watching TV and talking about it. And this is the kind of vibe that we have here, and I really enjoy it. I mean, if anything, I mean, I would probably do it a lot more, but I don't know, like, how much people would want to watch me watch videos that I enjoy watching. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can do it more.
The overall standings, things are starting to shake out a little bit here as Angelica Jardine has now taken the overall lead by herself. 2 points up.
Angelica Jardine, she was the Samoan American girl who lifted it stone to shoulder like 7 times. Was it 7 times she lifted it? She was like proper like. Oh, you have Gogglebox too? Yeah, Gogglebox is pretty fun, Ray. Basically, I'm like the Temu Gogglebox. So I'm not watching like actual telly, I'm just watching YouTube clips. It's basically how it works.
Over Olga Lashuk, Inez Carrasquillo still sits in 3rd place, only 4 points up on Hannah Lindsay and Lucy Underdown. It's going to be a fun battle to watch play out here over these next 2 events.
It's definitely going to be, and on that last event that we just had, you know, AJ came out and she absolutely put on a master class on that last event, and we know that she's a good log presser here. Inez, Angelica, all 3 of them, they are very good log pressers. And, you know, we have Andrea Thompson now, who's sitting next to me, who is she normally would be in the top 1 or 2 of this event, so we're going to see how kind of this shakes up, having her in this, having had to pull out of this contest.
Yeah, I can't wait to get her thoughts on this, but first, let's look at the event description for event number 4. It is the American.
Well, when it comes to me, I enjoy stuff like strongman, strongwoman, professional wrestling, video games, weight loss content, fitness content, that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that I consume in general. So like I would be happy just streaming that every day. So I don't know. It's just I just want to do shit like this. That's my happy place.
American Oak. As many overhead reps as possible in 90 seconds. Now, there are 2 logs out there. One weighs 269 pounds. That's the American Oak at 122 kilos. And then the Slater log is out there at 220 pounds, 100 kilos. And weight will always trump reps. So 1 rep on the heavy log will beat However
Oh,
many
it's
reps
two
you do on the
different
lighter
weights.
log.
Okay.
You know, and we just watched that stone drag. We watched how tough that was on the legs. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of factor that's going to play coming into this log press when you need a lot of legs for this event.
You definitely
So
need
it'll be very interesting to
legs.
see how this plays out today.
For sure.
Once again, the weights on these implements. 269 pounds, the heavier one, 122 kilos. That lighter, Slater log, 220 pounds and 100 kilos.
Yeah, I do love the pro wrestling stuff, Dan, I've got to say.
We're going to go in reverse order of the overall standings, which means Angelica Jardine will be the last one.
They are
out
fun
on the
to watch,
floor.
Ray, for sure. Yeah. I like a lot of horror stuff, Dan, that's film related. Like, horror stuff tends to get me interested.
You know, thinking about that, Angelica has put herself in such a good position because now she knows, being the last one to come out here, she's going to know exactly what she needs to do to maintain that lead and keep herself atop that leaderboard. There's a large gap right now. There's 6 points between first and third. And she knows that this is Inez's best bet.
Yeah. She's ready there. She's ready.
Yeah. She's just got so much heart and soul, and you can just see how happy she is to be here. And I just love watching her compete.
She's
just happy
absolutely
to
amazing
be there.
just to watch and to compete with. Yeah, she's just got so much energy. She's so happy all the time.
Yeah.
Don't know where she gets energy from.
Well, that is the voice of 7-time Arnold Strongwoman competitor Andrea Thompson. Thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I know you would rather be out there competing right now, but how are you feeling?
Yeah, I do love horror stuff.
I'm okay, but physically just a little sore. Mentally, I'm really disappointed not to be on the stage doing the log right now, but yeah, it was definitely the right decision for me just in the long run.
Well, and you've held the world record in this event. How many times?
Twice. I've beat my own record. Had an official world
did I?
world record.
I should probably
so that
subscribe
was
to
really
them, to
exciting.
be
So
fair.
it's good to see that it's progressed as well since then.
And what was your record at when you said it last?
140.
Which is?
I used to watch a lot of Team Richie back in the day when I was like consuming like fitness content. So it'd be like Obese to Beast, Danny Madley, Fat to Fire, I think his name was. And yeah, Team Richie was like a big CrossFit guy. He doesn't really do like any good CrossFit videos anymore. And obviously Will Tennyson, I used to watch him when he was like under 100,000 subscribers. He really did some interesting stuff, and he still does actually.
Oh, I'm kilos. I'm in kilos.
like 300 and I don't know.
10
I don't have a
maybe.
calculator, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I just find that his videos have kind of fallen off because he's just like a news reporter now, basically. But like I used to love watching their stuff. I thought it was so interesting, and they had a great dynamic as well. And when he got his dad involved, oh, they got out of CrossFit when Luca died. Oh yeah, okay, that's fair. That's understandable.
Well, I'm very happy to have you sitting here with us, and this is awesome to have you out here with us.
I'm excited to watch this one.
Yeah, Dan.
The way we're going to go through this event.
Collative learning and analyzing evil. I'll have a look at those. I watch Big Will. He does synopses, like long synopses of horror films. You know when there's a horror film that you're like, I don't know if that's my kind of thing. I tend to go for his like 15-20 minute synopsis of the film and then go from there. I could probably do British weight loss shows on Twitch. But it's difficult on YouTube. It's really difficult. We have a lot of great weight loss shows in the UK for sure.
Event is that they're going to do the heavy log first. After that, they're going to move to the lighter
Pottery
log.
Bros.
So anyone who wants to try the heavy log will come out. Then they will go to the lighter log.
Heavy log first, to lighter log second.
Slight change, I think, from what we were told in the rules.
Katie Blunden is going to be the first woman out. And I believe she's going to try the heavy log.
Yeah, whenever I try and do stuff like Channel 4, stuff like that, I get like struck. It's not like a strike that leaves anything bad on my channel. It's basically a temporary strike until I change what's on the screen. And certain things are like really going to be bad for that. There are certain channels that won't have anything to do with it. Like the HBO Max documentary that's coming out about Quirky Love Rosie. Very unlikely that you'd be able to stream a watch party of that. You'd have to go to like Discord, probably Twitch or Kick, somewhere like that to watch it. Definitely wouldn't be able to watch it on YouTube because HBO will just strike you down.
At 269 pounds, 122 kilos. And again, the key to remember here is that weight will always trump reps. So 1 rep on the heavy log will beat whatever amount of reps you get on the lighter log.
Fair use, really.
And here comes Katie Blunden.
Katie's a really good log presser as well.
That's why I'm really thankful to Rogue Fitness, because they haven't done anything to me. You know, I'm able to watch this and comment on this. And, you know, we're all having a lot of fun doing it. So big up Rogue Fitness.
I competed against her. I think she'll be good for a couple of reps at the big log.
And she's here. She won the Arnold Amateur last year. So that earned her the spot here at the
She's young and fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a rookie.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
A long time ago.
Paddy Haynes.
Katie Blunden with 14.5 points. Her best finish was a tie for 4th in the Monster Dumbbell Challenge, so an overhead pressing event. And looking to duplicate that performance here.
So what are you thinking as a rookie coming out here, coming out to this log, this crowd out here? What are you thinking?
Oh, nice deco.
It's inundating. It's very intimidating to see a lot of these faces and the lights compared to the amateur stage for sure.
And you want to make your mark.
You do.
Up you go. Glitter and lasers could do that easily, mate. Come on.
Blunden with a good clean.
There we go.
Go with the split jerk. The 1 rep for Blunden.
I think they're smelling salts middle.
I was. Yeah, I think she's gonna. Yeah, she'll be good for a couple, 2, 3 maybe.
I just really like how the split jerk has kind of come into play over the last few years. Yeah.
I can't do it. I've tried. My knees won't allow me to do it.
Either one of us could have.
No.
So 2 good reps now for Blunden. What's the biggest thing, the biggest difference between
Well,
pressing
Ethan wishes
this
he was, yeah,
and pressing a barbell?
Eating 5,000 calories and huffing
It's a
snow
lot
and
different. Your
salts.
elbows in a different position. You know, the log is just
Ooh,
it's
nice.
a huge implement other than the bar in front of you.
The 3 good reps for Blunden so far. She did get the down signal on that last one, even though she struggled stabilizing it overhead. She did enough to get the rep to count. 30 seconds left in her 90-second window.
Is she going to move over to the smaller log, do you think? Or do they have 2 separate
When that
timings?
clean gets heavy, there's not a lot you can do about it.
Yeah. It's like 200 kilos, is it? Can't remember what I said. Oh, like 100 kilos.
Fantastic result.
A great effort for
Fair
Blunden.
enough.
3 good reps at
3
that
reps.
heavier log.
270 that log. 270
impressive.
pounds.
That'll be good, some good points for her.
Blunden will exit the floor now with just 1 event remaining for her, and has been pretty impressive here in her debut performance.
I'll be happy to just get 1 rep.
At this competition.
Same, honestly.
Absolutely, she's very shy at the back. I think as a rookie, she's not quite got her feet into the community yet, but she knows she's focused. She's very focused at the back, so she knows what she's got to do.
What would be your biggest piece of advice for athletes who are here competing for the first time?
Tommy Wilson.
Just to enjoy
I've
the
never heard of him.
atmosphere, enjoy every single moment, take each event as it comes. It
Heavy
can be
logs.
so
Heavy
intimidating when you've got all these faces that you've seen around the scene for a long time, and you want to make an impression on everybody, just to enjoy the moment.
Just saw her 3rd good rep.
122
Blunden
kg.
did enough to stabilize that other overhead to get credit for it. So 3 reps for Blunden. Again, we're doing the heavy log first. Jennifer Lyle is
Imagine lifting your
out.
husband in like a military press. Oh, okay, Daddy. I've not heard of him. Right, let's see how Jennifer does then. Nice.
That's a good clean. There There we go.
Just trying to push it, push press it overhead. She does get the down signals at 1 rep.
Feels nice, doesn't it, Dan?
For Jennifer Lyle.
That's 1 rep. She looks a bit shaky lifting it up.
Pacing yourself is at 90 seconds is quite a long time to do a heavy log. So pacing yourself is definitely key here as well.
On the scoring ribbon on the side of the screen, the heavy log counts for 10 points for every lift. The light log will count for 1 point.
That wasn't a clean one. That wasn't a full rep, sorry.
A little more than 30 seconds remaining for Lyle. She's got 1 rep down.
There we go.
Oh,
got to lock it out.
Lock it out.
The
There you go.
That will count.
Lovely.
See the smile on her face. She was very happy with that.
She was happy. I don't think she expected that one.
She's got time for 1 more, I think. Can she do it? Australia currently in the lead. No.
Not able to get 3, so 2 reps inside that 90-second window on the 269-pound.
Yeah, that was a great
log
for her. That's great.
Really efficient clean as well.
The
so
last
that
people
helps.
will really show us.
122 kilos on that implement.
Olga and Angelica are the last 2.
Just
So
to muscle through this thing as opposed to the technique we saw Katie Blunden use with that splinter.
Too tired, yeah.
And it's interesting, just the 2 different techniques, right?
Definitely.
Then you have some of you that, like you, would just strict press it.
I get to a stage, I forget to use my legs. I'm like, oh well, just use the triceps. Is what they're there for.
Lucy Underdown is
Here comes the UK. Lucy Underdown.
Lucy's going to be happy with 1 rep on the big log. That's her aim today, is to get 1 decent log rep on the big one.
Well, and overhead's typically been her weakness, and lately it seems, based on the training videos I've seen, that she's really stepped up her overhead game.
She's definitely improved. Definitely improved. She does. It's still not a lot of confidence there with the overhead pressing, but it's getting there slowly.
Underdown only 4 points back of Inez Carrasquillo for the 3rd and final spot on the podium, and got herself back on track in the last event. Took 2nd place in the stone drag.
You see her trying to figure out that clean. She looks a little confused there.
This might not work out too well for her then if she's already having trouble.
This is where you don't panic. You kind of step back, take a look at it, just kind of regroup. Yep.
She knows she can do it. She just needs to hold the nerves.
Go on.
There you go. Pull it in. No. Smart. Just to walk
Underdown's
away.
done. She'll still have a chance to go to the lighter log.
Save her energy. Yep.
Fair enough.
She's not doing it. Down to that split, like the heavy log here, and then how many reps someone's getting on that lighter log over there.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a rep fest. I think the 100 kilos. For those that missed the 120, there's going to be a few reps coming out on the 100.
Inez Carrasquillo is going to be
no
next.
points for the UK, unfortunately.
3rd place for our defending champion.
I said Puerto Rico Costa Rica last week, but I believe she's from Puerto Rico. That looks like the Puerto Rican flag. I confused it with Costa Rica,
Monster
so I
Dumbbell
apologize.
Challenge yesterday. That's her best finish of the competition.
Inez did very well
confident in this
in the
event.
stone to
Current world
shoulder.
record holder. I expect her to put up a bunch of reps right now.
That's at least 6.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yep, that looks easy for her. Okay,
Clean
yep.
split jerk is good. That's
Very
one good rep.
nice.
So smooth.
And gets right to work on
Straight
the
at
second
it.
one. Each rep on this heavy log counts for 10 points. There's 2.
Very nice.
So much power. So explosive.
We're not even 30 seconds in here.
You can just see her coach just telling her just to pace herself.
She
She's
still
now
has a
tied
minute
Blunden
left.
for the lead and has a little less than a minute to go in her 90-second window.
Incredible strength, honestly.
She's so solid and she's so steady.
Yeah.
That's
My
4.
God.
And Carrasquillo has the lead. 40 seconds remain. She's trying to put some pressure on Jardine and Lechuk, the 2 women immediately in front of her in the overall standings.
She is focused. Did you see that stare? She is focused. Amazing.
5 good reps for Carrasquillo.
Do you have to wonder, is this pacing going to cost her? I feel like she's waiting a little bit too long between reps.
I think so. She could easily get 7 reps if she was to go at her own pace.
This will probably be the last one. And she has it.
There you go. 6 reps. Very nice.
To take the lead here in event 5.
Yeah. Lovely.
That was a great effort.
She did
but I feel
so
like the door's
fucking
just a
well.
little bit open.
I think AJ is going to come out with. She might just get one more above. There was a lot of breaks in between those reps.
There's old Mark Henry.
She's happy though. She's very happy with
Definitely, it's a massive performance. Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot of difference between rep 1 and rep 6.
No, not at all. She's just so steady and so fast. So much power. Yeah. She knows this is her wheelhouse right here. Yeah.
She just made it seem effortless. It's crazy, isn't it? How people make things look so easy.
Such a beautiful log
But
as well.
she's lifting an overweight human.
Didn't even struggle on the clean. And
no, those were very, very good reps.
but the question is, did she rest maybe too long and leave a little bit out there? As Olga Lashuk will be the next one
Here comes
out.
Olga Lashuk. She's a proper powerhouse.
Yeah. She's fierce. This lady is fierce.
Oh,
She's consistent. She knows what she needs to do.
She's an absolute unit. I can foresee her being in the lead.
And when the pressure's on, she performs.
She can. She may. Sometimes she has a little panic. I think when the pressure is a little
The handle
on, she
grew
can
up,
have a little bit
Dan.
of a panic.
6 reps to the mark to beat by Inez Carrasquillo, and Olga Lashuk is to work on her first rep, and she has
Very
it.
nice.
Easy.
Look at that.
There we go.
Excellent.
Yep.
Like, she's barely moving. It's incredible.
There's different techniques here, right? You got one of the split jerk. You got one more of just a little bit of a push press here.
Yeah, definitely. Which one works best?
Split jerk is just quicker, right?
Very
But
nice.
I don't know. See how much power she's got.
She's 3 reps down, halfway to Carrasquillo's mark.
There we go.
There's
Very
4.
nice.
Press.
Oh, barely any legs.
Oh,
in that
did
one.
not. I don't know if she got the down signal.
Oh, okay. She's getting.
She did.
She did.
She's getting gassed now.
It's 2 more. Come on.
30 seconds to go now for Lashuk. She needs 2 to tie Carrasquillo.
She's got time.
Until the fatigue sitting in just a little bit.
Coming into the event, Lashuk had a 4-point lead over Carrasquillo for 3rd.
Come on, Olga.
Nice.
Come on, you need one. Let's go.
One more.
Let's go.
Now to tie.
No
She
goofy
really needs this
faces.
right now.
Nope. One more. Come
She's got the
on.
crowd on its feet. Oh, no, that's it.
Just out of gas, but 5 reps is enough to do some damage control.
She
And
got
she'll only
gassed
surrender
from that
a
4th
point
rep.
to Carrasquillo, and again, a 4-point lead over Inez for 2nd place. So good effort from Lashuk.
That was a great effort. And you can kind of see the fatigue in that legs kind of coming in on that rep 4. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
How much do you think that the last event would have affected you?
Amazing effort.
Since you're mostly just a shoulder presser.
I just love this event. I just, sometimes my legs get involved, sometimes my shoulders just do all the work.
I feel like you get in the zone and body just goes. You don't even think about it, you just go.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I do love it. I don't often get a big buzz when I lift, but the log is one of those moments.
Angelica Jardine will be the next woman out as we look at the last good rep for Olga Lashuk. Jardine's going to be the last woman to go on that 269-pound, 122-kilo log.
And you have to be thinking, what you thinking right now? I need 7 to win.
I think Jardine's probably going to do like 7 or 8. I don't know, because she did stone to shoulder effortlessly. So I can imagine her doing really well here.
7 to win.
Where's her head?
I think she just needs to come at maybe 5th, 6th, 5 or 6 reps.
6 reps.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to win this event.
Here
She
comes
just
the
needs
head of the
to
table.
Get 5 or 6.
keep herself in that point with that point spread.
She's got quite a nice gap in the points.
Jardine leads Lashuk by 2 points for first and Carrasquillo by 6. Just stay close and you're going to be fine going into that sixth and final event.
They the twos, but she the one, baby.
Back-to-back event wins. Won the stone to shoulder, which might be the performance of the competition so far. 7 good reps there. And then won the stone drag to start off day 2 here.
I was at the back crying with the stone after the stones. I was just crying. I was like, "You've got an old lady crying now."
Goosebumps out here. I'm like jaws dropped.
Yeah.
And to get that last rep with less than about a second to go is pretty incredible. First attempt here on the 269-pound log.
There we go. Easy work.
No problem for Inez. Oh, pardon me.
Let's get back in.
Angelica.
Angelica. Yeah.
Can she do 7? Wow. Very nice. Lock it in.
Second rep good for Jardine. In 90 seconds here. You get as many reps as you possibly
I'll be like
can.
slapping everything
10 points
to get
for each
myself
rep.
in the zone.
Third attempt.
There we go.
Jardine has that halfway there.
Very nice.
Here we go. And you know, in her mind right now, she's just thinking, I need to get to this level. I need to get 5 reps, 6 reps, whatever's in her head. And that's all you're thinking about.
Come on, up you go. Very nice.
There we go.
There is 4.
She just needs one more to stay up there.
One more.
About 20 seconds remaining here.
She's staying very calm.
She's very calm. I think she's having internal panic.
Yeah.
I think on the outside, yeah.
She could do 2 reps. Oh no, I think we're down to the last rep.
This will likely
Thought she
be
might
her
have had
last
enough, but
attempt.
there's only 15 seconds left.
This to tie Lashuk for second.
Come on. There we go.
And she has it.
Oh, that was
Very
almost
nice.
the best one.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
It's a great effort
Good
from
stuff
her.
there.
Fantastic performance.
5 good reps for Angelica Jardine will tie Olga Lashuk. Exactly what she needed to accomplish in this event. And that is going to be the
roll-up
last
motion is so
heavy
lovely. It
log
really
attempt.
is.
So Inez Carrasquillo is going to win this event.
That's why they chalk themselves up in
Second
the
of the
midriff.
competition.
So the pacing paid off for Inez.
It definitely paid off. She didn't need to, but I guess that was obviously a strategy that her and her coach come up with. But yeah, it definitely worked out in her favour.
So Carrasquillo
Jardine was able
takes
to
it,
hit
I
every
think.
press on
I
the
don't think
first
there's
attempt
anybody
except
else.
for that 4th one. And now we move to the Slater log. 220 pounds, 100 kilos. Every rep will be worth 1 point.
1 point per rep. Okay. So I imagine there's a lot of reps
Think we're
coming
going to see a
then.
rep fest?
There'll be a couple of girls that will get a good sort of few numbers on here. I think there'll be 1 or 2 that will struggle to even get the 100.
We should see.
And Jackie Olszewski, 9th place overall coming in. Her best finish came in the last event. 6th place in the stone drag. She actually was the first woman to go in that event. We didn't know
It's
whether that
Canada's
was going
time
to be a
to
good performance
shine.
or not,
Come
but
on.
got almost to the end on that.
Up you go.
Almost
Lovely.
finished it, yeah.
Boom.
There we
First
go.
rep is good for Olszewski.
That was quick. And again, our other rookie here this year.
Yeah, she's been pumped. She's been ready for this for a long time. She's been waiting to hit the stage.
Yeah. Not a rookie to competition, but a rookie to this show.
Yeah.
2 reps down for Olszewski. Finished third.
Glitter and
in the
lasers,
2025
eating her
World Strongest
Twinkies
Woman
up. I
competition.
can do that, but I can do
Guys,
that.
where are you?
There we go.
That's 3 good reps.
That's good reps. I just love to see him having fun. She's just having fun out here.
And that's the way it should be. We come into the sport to have fun. That's the aim of it, really.
Imagine if somebody came out and was
opposed to the
like,
heavy log, each of
60
these
reps,
just
come
worth
on.
1 point. And that almost was rep 4 for
Ooh.
Olszewski.
No.
See those triceps just starting to kind of give out on her there. Yeah. And now you're trying to breathe.
Yeah, that's it. You forget to do that bit in the
That's
middle.
it. Slap yourself. That's it. That's how you get in the zone. Get slapping.
10 seconds to go for Olszewski. Time for 1 more press. Not able to get it. The 3 good
I
reps
don't know, Debbie.
on the Slater log.
She needs
I
that
didn't
tenor
expect her to
lady
get one, to be honest. Actually, she was
contract.
one I didn't think would get the 100 kilos, so that surprised me.
And that first rep was quick.
It was very quick. So
solid.
I take that back.
Yeah, someone in the crowd's going to be like, well, yeah, Anna, you could do it, Anna. It's like, what did you say? Don't say anything positive to me, you bastard. Eats a Twinkie.
Yeah. That was great. You know she has to be happy with that.
Jackie Oshevsky with 3 good reps and got off to a really good start. Solid press.
I mean, this is still 200 pounds, 220 pounds that they're pressing. So, you know, it's only 50 pounds down from the initial log that we saw. So it's still a tremendous amount of weight for these ladies to lift. And I love it. I love watching strong people lift heavy things.
Best finish was an overhead event, the Monster Dumbbell Challenge, where she tied for 4th.
I love it.
And she's currently sitting in 7th place overall. So I expect to see her knock some reps out here to help herself move up that leaderboard, which we know she can. She's definitely a phenomenal overhead presser.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
The highest any of these women on this lighter log can finish overall in the event is in 5th.
Okay. There we go.
She's just pacing herself, checking the clock. She knows what she needs to do.
3 reps so far from El Peacock.
Definitely not.
That matches Oshevsky. There's 4, puts her in the lead.
Yeah, watching the clock, pacing herself.
So the highest she can finish is in 6th place. Jennifer Lyle also got 2 good reps at the heavier log. El Peacock racks up another one.
Nice.
Still 30 seconds to go.
You aspire to be able to do this one day. I'd love to try like an amateur competition of something at some point.
And this crowd, feeding off this crowd, like they just take you to a whole
That's
other
good,
level.
Dan.
I was going to
That's
say, it's
very good.
amazing the difference lifts can make when the crowd is loud.
I'm
Did
currently
you
at
feel like in front of this
160
kind
for
of
10.
crowd that like your performance would be so much greater?
Yes, 100%.
Good morning, Mel's. Good to see you. Hope you're well.
El Peacock's going to get 7 reps.
That was fantastic.
Very
What a
nice.
great performance.
She's happy with that.
She's super happy with that. Look at her.
You slept in this morning. Hey, it's a Sunday.
I love it.
Got to be done.
That was great. So good. He's happy.
So
She's
6
happy.
reps officially from El Peacock, but that still puts her in the lead here on that 220-pound, 100-kilo log with 2 athletes remaining.
Happy and quite rightly so, I say. Like, she just made it seem so easy. Like, look at that form. Tremendous.
Good, solid reps. Yeah.
She's got short arms like me, but I think that makes us good pressers.
Yeah. Not as far to move it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel's, oh my god, that's you didn't have to do that at all, but thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. That's absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
One fell out just a little bit in front. That was great. Great job today.
Hannah Lindsay is going to be next up. Peacock was able to stabilize that last rep. 6 good reps for her. Lindsay tied for 4th place coming in. And
Very
she's 4
nice.
points back
Very
from
nice.
Carrasquillo,
Thank you
not
so
gonna
much
be able
again,
to
Mel's. I appreciate it.
pick up any points on Inez, but trying to keep herself inside the top 5.
Come on, Hannah.
Oh,
Use your legs.
there we go.
There we go.
That's 1.
And it's tough too when sometimes you just think something's going to go up and it doesn't go up.
Yeah.
Then you have to kind of reset.
Hannah's been having some issues with her knees.
The only thing that would be as exciting as watching this would be Foodie Beauty and Amberlyn Reid in a steel cage match. Or Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell.
Both had a little joke to see whose knees would fall off first. So I know she's going to be really happy with just getting one rep on this event.
Meanwhile, Mel Peacock did get credit for that 7th rep. As Lindsay's trying to get for a second.
Let's get one more rep in. Come on.
More than halfway through the 90 seconds. Lindsay's going to go for a second one. The 3rd attempt here on the log.
It's good clean. There we go. Come on.
Just can't lock it out of the top. She's going to call
She's
it.
done.
So quick as well. Well, and you can really
Hey,
see with
she
her,
got
she's
one
not
rep.
really able to use
Amazing.
her legs because of that knee. So she really struggled on that. Just almost a strict press. Yeah. But she got 1 rep, which is awesome. She'll be happy.
Do you know what would be good, Ray? Okay. Foodie on a scooter. Amber on a scooter. Breadsticks on either side. And it's like jousting with the breadsticks at like 4 miles an hour. Like, I'm going to get you, eh? Like, I'm going to get you. That's Foodie and Amber, by the way. But they're just like, yeah, I'd love that.
With that, yeah. Very happy with that. Yeah.
And that will leave Lucy Underdown. And she tried the heavier log.
Just couldn't quite get the cleanup to her shoulders.
No, she did say it was going to be. I think it's almost her PB actually. The heavy
That's
log
what
is
I want to
actually
see.
her ultimate record. So it would have been a tough ask for her today.
Lucy Underdown tied with Hannah Lindsay for 4th place. So
here she comes, Lucy Underdown.
Herself and the Swamp Monster. She's got a 1st and a 2nd place finish already in this competition.
Up you go.
And that's no problem.
That looked easy.
And right back to work.
Easy.
2nd rep is good.
And coming in here, you know, as the
Very
last
nice.
athlete, she knows exactly what she needs to do to get up to the maximum points.
Again, she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to beat Mel.
Right. She really just needs 4.
Yeah.
We'll see what she does. Those reps looked easy for her though. For someone that hasn't really been an overhead presser, she's really come a long way.
She has. She's really been focusing on those overhead presses.
And 4 good reps for Underdown.
There we go. She has to be happy right now. Yeah, this is great.
She's going to leave it there. She's got her 4 reps. She's fine.
That was great.
She's going to be probably in 4th place all by herself now and save some energy for that 6th and final event.
Yeah. Which is a good event for her as well. She's very good at carrying and running around with things, so it's going to be a good one for her.
Well, event 5 is now in the books for the women, and it's Inez Carrasquillo.
You definitely have to know when to cut it out.
Her 2nd
You know what I mean?
victory of the competition as we take another look at Lucy Underdown, who threw that thing over her head like it was an empty barbell.
Which I never thought we'd say about Lucy in an overhead event.
She'll be happy that we're talking about that.
Yeah. I'm super impressed, I'll be honest.
But it's Inez Carrasquillo, 2nd event win of the competition. She's with Mark Henry.
Let's go, Inez.
Again, this is becoming a habit.
I know, right?
Like you did really well.
Like,
Impressed, I'll be honest.
look at those triceps. Look
Which
at
I never
that.
thought we'd say about Lucy in an overhead event.
She'll be happy that we're talking about that.
I'm
Incredible.
super impressed, I'll be honest.
But it's Inez Carrasquillo, 2nd event win of the competition. She's with Mark Henry.
Again, this is becoming a habit. Like you did really well on this event. How did you train for it?
We train my overhead twice a week. We did log on one day, overhead dumbbell the other day, and just we did what we could in the short amount of time we had after my surgery, and just said, hey, you have the world record in log. You have something to prove. Watch me out there, because my coach was sitting
That's
right
true,
there,
Debbie.
and he was like, I'm gonna tell you when to go, and trust me, and we're gonna make this happen. So.
Well, I was saying that last year we saw you push press and then you switch to doing a jerk.
Oh, was she, Ray Ray?
And it was really, really good. Like,
We'll have to find something more recent because this is 2 months ago, so it'd be nice to go for something like more recent, I would say.
I think that you might want to stay with the jerk.
I've been doing split jerk for about 5 years now, so I've been really practicing and really doing my technique, and like, we're trying to get as many reps as possible, so whatever's easiest, we're gonna do it.
Well, congratulations on another successful event. We'll see what you're gonna do later on.
Let's take this thing home, baby.
Let's go.
She did like a
The
tremendous.
defending champion is not going to go quietly.
Yes,
She picks
Ray
up her
Ray.
second
Yes.
win of the competition and trying to keep herself in contention for a second straight championship. One event remains for the women. Andrea, thanks so much for doing this. We really appreciate it. Best of luck moving forward.
Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. It's wonderful to have you.
The women are done. The men are coming up next. So stay with us, everybody, as competition continues at the 2026 Arnold Strongman Classic in Columbus, Ohio.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I enjoyed that. Zizi, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Towards the purchase of your own personal log. Thank you. I thank you so much. That's really kind of you. So yeah, that's that's all from me for today. Thank you so much for being here. The weekends are fantastic. I love the weekend live streams. I obviously need to make sure that I do more. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Lovely to see you too, Debbie, and everyone else. You're all. It's tremendous to see the same faces every week. It just goes to show that you know, I'm doing something. I'm good at doing something. That's what I like. No guarantees I'll be around midweek. I will try my best. We have a bank holiday tomorrow, so it is possible. But yeah, no promises, but promises will be Saturday and Sunday, definitely. So yes, thank you so much for being here. You all take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your day or a wonderful evening. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.